Turn this shit up. It's the Pod and Chill podcast with your host, Preem.
I said I hate when people try to change you. That's cause they don't get my angle. I'm from the county, I keep it around me. I'm God of the trap and I follow my angel. I hate when people try to act like they know me. You never ever hopped in the stove. I keep my head high cause it's lonely the brodies. Beat up the pussy making macaroni. I don't get paid for this. Nigga, I get the cake to flip. I'm talking about grams, I'm bagging that work. I step in the latest dress.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the Pod and Chill podcast with your host, Preem. Tonight we live for the first time. We live, baby. You probably can't see me right now, but it don't matter. You can hear me, motherfucker, you can hear me. Tonight I got very, very special guests, man, people that are near and dear to me. I got some returning guests and I got some new guests. So in front of me, I got Mr. Please Believe.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He
Always
back in the building. Yes, sir. We got, I don't even know what to call you. I know who you are, but what do you want to be called today?
Whatever they want to call me. They know me by many names.
Yes, sir. I'm going to call him G-Money right now. We got G-Money. Over here, we got my man Solo.
Peace.
Don.
You know what I'm saying? All day since day one.
My guy.
All day. In the middle here, we got my blood.
What's up?
What's going on, motherfucker? Over here, we got my man Mike, a.k.a. the Architect, back in the building.
Let's go.
Architect.
And to the right of me, we got my man OG Kill Moves back in the building.
Kill move.
We doing a real big. Yes, sir.
Brother, touch the slide.
So, gentlemen, well, before I get into anything, I just want to say this episode, again, is brought to you by Renaissance Tonsorium. It's located 430 Solomons Island, North Solomons Island Road, Prince Frederick, Maryland. If your shit fucked up, come get your shit cut. They nice up here. And the environment is always good, man. I got some other things to announce to y'all. I probably want to announce to the next podcast because I didn't get the information together. Everything kind of jammed up today. But they do have a canned good drive here as well. And they do have a back to school event coming next month. I'll be hosting that. So be on the lookout for that information. Gentlemen, how are y'all tonight?
Phenomenal.
Doing well, man.
Lovely, man. Appreciate it, man. You know.
That's what's up. So what I'm gonna do, like I do on all my returning guests, they already know. I'll go around the room. You know what I'm saying? How was your week, Mr. Please Believe?
Man, it was lovely, man. You know, everything's chill. You know, getting my daughter situated for college. So, yeah, man, she's getting ready for that. Work doing good, man. Everything's cool, man.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Pew, pew, pew.
That's what's up. You're right. You know what I'm saying? I do got the joint. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Shout out to you. There we go. We got it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
G-Money.
Man, my week's been good. I started a new job. Finally got the fuck out the hot ass sun. So I can't ask for no more than that.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Shout out to the AC, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing here. That's what we doing. So low.
Word, man. It's work, business, family, being a husband, all those good things, man. Staying black, staying attuned to what's going on in this world.
Huh. My brother. You deserve a clap for that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the air horn. You know what I'm saying? Okay. D, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Same old thing, you know, just still breathing, so I can't complain.
That's what's
all
up.
it's work, man.
That's what's up. Shout out. Always good to be positive, man. Architect.
I'm doing better. Beginning of this week started off a little rough. I'm helping out a friend that's going through a divorce right now.
Right.
And trying to battle through the custody of kids. But it's kind of fucked up to say, but I'm feeling better by helping them out. You know, get through their struggle. You know.
Hey, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Oh yeah.
All day, every day.
100%.
But shout out to you say you're doing better.
Yeah,
Better than you was before.
It always feels good helping out, a friend, like a high school friend, like this person's a sister to me.
Right.
Whenever they hit that plateau of depression, suicidal thoughts or whatnot, it just
Right.
always feels good putting a smile on their face,
Right.
making their day better.
Right. So that's what's up. Shout out to you. Shout out to you being a friend for that person, man, because everybody needs somebody in their corner.
All the time.
Kill moves.
Kill.
Yeah, man.
You golden. You got the gold frame, gold necklace, the years.
I ain't got no complaints.
British Montana.
I ain't got no complaints.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to all the positivity, man. And me, myself, man, I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm here with y'all. You know, I got this despite all the shit I had to go through today. And just a matter of fact, let me go ahead and touch on that real quick.
Oh, shit.
To all the motherfuckers that I called, excluding one person, to all the motherfuckers that I called today, and I called y'all motherfuckers in a week in advance, and I told y'all I was going to do this, because y'all know I got something special going on, and y'all tell me at the last motherfucking minute that y'all can't make it. Don't ask me for no motherfucking money. Don't ask me for shit. I love y'all. I love y'all like brothers. Don't ask me for a motherfucking thing. I invited you personally to come on this show, because this is a very important topic that we're discussing. I still love y'all, but y'all ain't shit right now. Y'all looking real stupid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I gotta hit the horn. You know what I'm saying? Gotta find the horn now. Hey. Y'all still my brothers, but fuck y'all right now. And as a matter of fact, before we get into any topics, I just want to let everybody know, man, this is a 3-part series that's going on. So tonight is all gentlemen. We're going to discuss some topics that are very important that we need to discuss, not only in our community but just everywhere, man. Because it's a lot of things we gotta cover. A lot of grounds we gotta cover. So tonight's going to be all the men. Next week I'm going to have all women here, and we're going to go ahead and cover those grounds too. The following week, the 3rd episode, I'm going to have all the men and all the women together so we can at least come to a common ground, because I hear so much shit. You know, we can agree to disagree, but at the same time, we can have some type of understanding and see where everybody's coming from.
Yeah.
Because,
I ain't needed.
you know what I'm saying?
It's like, no, I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're a woman and you want to voice your opinion, so right now I do have about 9 or 10 women coming. So it might be a little packed, but you're more than welcome to shit. I guess hit me up, but be fucking professional, because I do have a woman and she will kill your motherfucking ass. If you know what I'm saying? You gotta be respectful of my lady. But if you want to come on here, you can actually call in. I can have you call in and we can go from there. But these next 3 episodes are gonna be real cool. So, but besides all that, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it, y'all. So the first topic I want to go ahead and cover is so many topics that we're going to talk about tonight. I didn't know which one I wanted to start out with, but we could talk about Chivalry, fellas. Before we get into it, there's a clip that I do want to play that was sent to me. Shout out to Main Event. You know, she sent that to me, and it really hit me. And before I play it too, I just want to let everybody know, like, not one person speaks for everybody. Everybody has a difference of opinion. And, yeah, man, just listen to the clip. I'm going to play a little bit of it, and we're going to talk about it.
Respect what they... I am not opening your door. You're getting 4 letters. H-E-R-E. That means I'm here. That means come outside. And that means when we go, like, whatever our plans are, we're going to go do what our plans were set to do. I'm not getting out of the car to open your door or to meet you at the door or to ring your doorbell when you could just walk downstairs. Honestly, I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but I personally believe, and this is just my personal perception of me and my friends and all the females that we have dealt with collectively, chivalry is almost dead. It's on its last leg. So maybe I might hold the door open for you, yeah, but I'm not getting out of my car to ring your doorbell to tell you to come downstairs to get back in the car. That actually doesn't even make sense.
As a guy, I will admit, that doesn't stop you from getting a box when you don't do it. It's actually like the more disrespectful you are these days, the more that they give you the box easier, which is crazy to me. However, chivalry is not there when it comes to me, and I understand you saying this on the last leg, because I still act appropriately even when I probably give people more respect than what they actually asking for. So, no, everyone deserves it. Let's just be clear. Everyone deserves respect. Let's just be clear. So at the end of the day, I don't listen. Tell my goddamn daughters, if you gave him the address and he just hit you with the 4-letter words, and I don't want my daughters dating. Let's keep it 100. Listen, let's keep it 100. I'm trying to with that mentality.
Keep it a hundo.
Let's keep it a hundo. Listen, let's keep it a hundo. Listen, I don't want my daughters to be dating a guy that's in the mood that Rico is at this point in time in his life. So at the end of so
All right, so that clip is courtesy of a podcast called Eight at the Table. Am I saying it right?
Yep,
Eight at the Table.
Yeah.
Also courtesy of fuck that. Yeah, courtesy of Eight at the Table through Facebook Messenger, whatever. Shout out to Main Event for sending me that joint, man. That was a very intriguing and interesting video. So once again, shout out to Main Event. Fellas, what do y'all think? Who want to go first?
You want to go around this way?
Whoever wants to spark it.
Get wisdom from
I know
some.
Throw the poetry out there.
You got to start it.
Chivalry. Well, I'm married, so I believe in chivalry. But this instance here, it's circumstantial.
Mm.
I mean, it really is. If this is a first date and we just hooking up or like that, I'm not gonna come to your door, knock on your door, and just come get you. That's I'm just not doing it. It just depends. Because I don't want to meet your parents on the first date.
Right.
Most likely, you probably live with your parents. So that's not happening. So I'm gonna call you, text you, say, "Hey, I'm outside," but I will get out and open the door for you.
Mm-hmm.
But as we evolve into getting to know each other, then I'll be like, "Okay, let me answer the door just in case pops or moms open the door. I meet her. Hey, how you doing? Whatever." But it's all circumstantial for me. But is chivalry dying? Absolutely. I don't see it because I'm married. I'm always doing, nice.
You hear about it.
I hear about it. I'm glad I'm not single out here, man. It'd be wow. But chivalry is not dead over here on this end because I'm a married guy. I gotta do my thing.
Okay. Anybody here opposed to chivalry not being dead?
It's not dead. It's dying though.
I think it's
but
dying.
like you said, it's circumstantial.
I think the younger generation is killing it.
Yeah, collectively.
Oh, most definitely.
Collectively, yeah. But on individual basis, even me, I deal with everyone individually.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I guess it depends on the person who you give the
That's a
chivalry.
good mindset too, though, for real.
I think it also depends on the parenting too, because I was just thinking about what he just said. He said that, I agree that I'm not going to get out the door, or I'm not going to get out the car, come to the door, I'm just going to text you, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I don't want my daughter to date someone like that. It's like, that's kind of hypocritical. It's kind of like, well, what are you teaching your daughter? You're teaching her that that's okay, right?
Yeah, but no, you said the one guy said that it was two dudes. The second dude said he did.
Guy,
Yeah, he said he believes in chivalry.
Oh, he wasn't agreeing with the first guy?
Nah, he wasn't. Yeah, nah, he wasn't agreeing with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nah, he was like, I'm not letting my daughters date a nigga like you. And
Right,
I do believe it. He said he still gives respect.
in life
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's something else that goes into it.
That's
Like you were saying, it's a first date instinct, and
But-
the girl living with her parents doesn't have a feel.
In that clip, I didn't mean to cut you off. In that clip, he was saying that the more disrespectful you are these days, it's still easier.
Yeah, but that
to gain
It
access.
depends what type of group of women you shit.
right.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's a certain group of women that's like, hell no,
They're not playing
that don't work.
You better open my door,
Yeah.
or if you don't, then that's number one red flag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's
Now,
about
what
80.
you said,
It's about 80% of them that stuff.
Yeah,
Opposite.
my
A lot of the
that
ones
shit
that
ain't
put you
flying.
open the door.
Right.
You know, that's not flying.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you're
not
just
happening.
not gonna be disrespectful. So
But that's why I said it's an individual basis. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
As a collective,
I think that
vast
works
majority,
on the hood rats.
It's pretty messed up.
And honestly, man, I think it pivots to nowadays, especially with the younger generation. If you think about it, like a lot of the younger women don't know what is required. They don't have an idea in their mind what they require of their man because they don't. Honestly, most of them don't even know what a man, let alone is really supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Really, what a man that's supposed to provide looks like. So if you don't know what it looks like, how you gonna throw out requirements? You won't. So you're gonna settle pretty much for everything. Pretty much.
Oh, sure they do.
Whatever.
They got,
You know what I'm saying?
You make TikTok for that.
Nah.
Shout out, yo. Gotta go hard on my man, yo. Please believe.
You gotta please believe that was some bars.
Yeah, that was straight bars, yo.
Yeah.
That was some real bars, though. But
You don't know what a man looks like, man. So I open my door. What is this? I can do it myself. It's independent.
Yeah, and that's
You know.
Yeah, bro.
I ain't got.
It's that. Oh
You
god,
know
man,
that
that
mind
whole
frame.
word
Independent.
took its whole different definition. I even
Right.
left with it. I'm independent. I can't do nothing for you now.
No.
Well, so let me
I
ask
can't hold the door. Oh, you trying to get? I'm trying to get with you? I'm holding the damn
door
door
open.
open.
Straight up.
Chivalry.
Common courtesy. Really.
Right. So even when you do it, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Don't. Yeah.
Like we was talking about earlier, man, it's almost like nowadays we're being penalized for being men. So if I see you as a woman and I look at you and I think you're attractive and as a man I approach you, oh, it's what you want? Hello, how are you? My name is. Why are you introducing yourself? I'm just getting to know you. I'm attracted to you, obviously. I just want to know what your name is. Like, what's going on? How you doing? You know, it's too much. But if I come off the joint, like if it's something slight, well, can I get your gram? Oh, sure, this and that. And I can see your whole portfolio. And even on that. Right then, you're already programming me to pretend what I need to be for you. You're not even allowing me to learn about you. So it's crazy. It's really crazy, man, nowadays. That's all I'm going to say.
Y'all guys be thankful y'all married.
Yes. Yes, man. Because y'all ain't missing a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
Yo,
Let's get a clap for that.
get a clap for that joint, yo.
Get a clap for the married
Shout out to the married men out there that's doing their thing, man.
Doing their thing,
Shout out
man.
to the single guys that's trying to do their thing, and the women are giving them the run around, but it's crazy out here, man. Like somebody said that the younger generation, man, men and women in the younger generation, them
We're not
motherfuckers
too
is
far
crazy.
removed from the younger. It's only like a 10-year gap. So
Facts.
we're talking about the
Yeah,
18,
bro.
17, 18. It's only,
bro.
we're not too far removed.
Yeah, but were we acting like that in our 20s?
Hell no.
Acting like
Was I
what?
opening up doors?
I was opening up doors.
But
But I had an agenda. I wanted to get the ends, yo. Like, if I want to be honest, like, I was opening doors.
They said 20.
20? Oh, yeah. That's your car. From him. Shout out to my good brother, man. It's not even sunny in here, but it's sunny.
Yeah, man, I feel as though we was young and dumb in our 20s, but we didn't act as crazy.
But we could actually communicate with each other. You spend the night up on the phone.
Yeah, he ain't never lied.
He ain't never lied. On the landline, you know what I mean? On the landline, it wasn't. You know what I mean? I've literally seen the younger generation sit in the same room with each other and choose to text and communicate with each other. It's like they're part computer or some shit.
So, going back to, somebody also said women being independent or why you opening my door, da-da-da-da. Can you coincide that with a woman not being submissive? Can that be along the lines of a woman not being they're independent? So if they're that independent, can that affect them being submissive to their significant other in a relationship?
Yeah, absolutely. If my wife did not allow me to open the door for her, that would frustrate me.
It would frustrate me.
It would, like, you better let me open the door. My wife, no. She better open it. She better
Is
let
there,
me open the car.
you need to distinguish, are they being the submissive and defensive? Like, are you being defensive? Like, why are you acting that way?
Right.
And it's up to that individual to find out why, or you can just move on. You have the right to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of women put up walls up defense so they don't get hurt.
Right.
And protect their feelings from
the
past
whole
relationships.
cycle.
Like
Right.
every time you deal with another woman or a
Cat
new
they met
woman,
10 years
you're going
ago.
to deal with her situations from the past
Yeah, all
boyfriend, the
that
nigga that
shit.
she done been dogged out, cheated on 50, 60 times. She going to bring that into the new relationship. And you got to break through that
That's
somehow.
unfair.
It's so hard to
try to heal that. It's very
hard
unfair. Unfair to
heal that.
try to do all that.
We shouldn't have to.
We shouldn't have to.
It's not our responsibility.
It ain't even we. They shouldn't have to do it either.
Right.
So they
Yeah,
should.
vice
Nobody
versa,
should have to suffer
No,
for someone
no.
else's mistakes. That's dumb as hell.
But in pivot off of what Preem was saying earlier, it's like men, like we was talking about earlier before we got started, men, we're more logical. If most likely if a man get hurt, but if anything, it's our pride always. Our pride is always hurt. The dignity, we feel less dignitized.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we deal with shit, but at the same time, last time you hear a man when he's hurt, I'm gonna go out here and smash all some other bitches real quick to get over. No, we don't need to do that. Women, on the other hand, they need to be felt. They need that emotional acceptance. They need to feel acceptance. So if another man don't think that they pretty or fine, they need to find one who does find them pretty and fine. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll be real, 100%. Like I think nowadays, this is just kind of slightly off topic, but I think nowadays social media is kind of starting to replace man when it comes to the validation point.
Oh, absolutely.
You thinking about it like this, and I think also, man, like honestly, right, really, like when you got a whole bunch of dudes, when you got a woman, especially if she's fine, she's gorgeous, and she got like a wide platform on social media such as admirers. You know what I'm saying? Like the dating pool to her is always going to seem a lot larger. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all these men, who's giving her this validation.
It can be a whole new. You know how it was back in the days
and hearts and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like I think nowadays, man, it's really even harder for them to really pinpoint, let alone to even recognize a man, especially one who's good to them, because it's all a bunch of what ifs.
Yeah, it should be formed.
And let me tell you, man, one thing that a man can never ever compete with is curiosity. A woman's curiosity. A woman can be faithful, but it only takes one man to make her curious. That's it.
God damn, boy, you spit motherfucking balls tonight.
Yeah.
God, hit a motherfucking air horn. God damn.
Damn, son.
Straight up.
I hit you with that joint, man. You dropped the gems tonight, cuzzo.
You are, man. And guess what? I'm picking them up. Picking them gems up, put them in my pocket, man. Because, yeah, man, it's like having an infomercial. You know those infomercials back in the day? It's like, you ever feel lonely? You need love and validation from a man? Try Instagram.
Post one picture.
Post one picture?
2,000
Sit on the
likes.
sink? Get a bunch of likes?
With the
DMs?
filter, you gotta add the filter.
And edit.
And that's funny that y'all talking about social media when it comes to women, like that validation. Because let me segue into another topic. Social media and its effects on a relationship.
Damn.
Because let me say something. In my opinion, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people that I follow on Facebook. And quite honestly, I think it's time for me to start cleaning my fucking Facebook up. Because I see people putting their business on Facebook that doesn't need their personal, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is unnecessary. I feel like it's validation, or you want somebody to be sympathetic towards you, or somebody just to take your side. If somebody's taking your side, knowing that deep down you know that you're fucking wrong,
right?
Them ain't your real friends. Second of all, your shit is fake. Facebook is fake.
Right.
It is.
But prior to the post, what does it say on Facebook?
What's on your mind?
That's a fact.
That was on their mind.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
And like I said, some shit, man. You just married, single, whatever. You don't need to put everything on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
your business. Your personal life is not an LLC. Stop spreading your fucking business.
I'm guilty of it because I fell into a situation about a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
My first reaction was, ain't nobody gonna believe this shit. Let me post it.
Right.
Like, picture, post. That shit went wrong real fast,
right.
though. But guilty of it. I did it.
At least you
admit. I did it to vent and to show people, like, because that person, they act like the victim, you feel me? So they had to go, oh, no, that's that. And I had to prove that shit.
Man, you know
but
what
I left it up for 10 minutes and deleted it, but 6,000 people had already seen it.
Right.
I've been to these guys, you know what I mean? If I got issues, you know what I'm saying?
But I ain't usually the type to do that, but I had to, I had the proof.
Because you're going to have people just looking.
Yeah, looking like,
munching. I ain't going to comment, I ain't going to like it, I ain't going to do
But I'm going to look at it.
I'm looking at it for sure. Because I don't know if y'all use y'all index scroll for a thumb, but I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Tripping.
And you know what's crazy? I'm a victim of that shit because I did that shit before too. You know
but
I
left it up for 10 minutes, so I don't do that. I don't do the Facebook. I don't get on that.
You get so heated, you like, man, fuck this shit.
I don't put my hands on somebody on Facebook.
Man.
Yeah, it's you open up so many doors when you do that shit.
You want someone to side with you.
You
know what I mean?
Different doors I open up, and I was like stupid to a 10-minute post that I posted. I only left it up for 10 minutes, and it just caused so much bullshit.
Your phone calls and stuff?
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I was once married, and me and my ex-wife went through a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going ahead and say that everything wasn't her fault. If you're in a relationship and you keep on blaming that person as their fault, but you don't look at what the fuck you did wrong, you need to take a deeper look into your fucking self. You need to be brutally honest with yourself. But moving on, I used to put up dumb shit. I put up one thing all the time, and I never call any woman out her name, but I said something that I shouldn't have said. But the generalization of it was, it opened so many doors, and the first door that opened to was other women. hitting my fucking DMs when I was married. Oh, I see you and your lady going through it. You can hit me up anytime. Yeah, like them motherfuckers is ready. Oh yeah, I'm about to suck his dick tonight. And sin. Like that shit opens up so many doors. Not only women, but family knowing your business and just everybody being in your fucking business. When at the end of the day, when you're married, all that shit should stay in the household. That's what I learned. You know. Now I'm old enough to know. Hey, keep that shit in your household, man. Keep that shit off of social media. Right. And some people just put shit on social media just to entertain.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to entertain people by telling your personal life? What happens if you get a fucking government job and they go check your shit?
Absolutely.
You fucked.
You fucked.
You know what I'm saying? You fucked.
Even outside of that, though, you know what I mean? You whatever you posting, like you said, that's one side of the story.
Right.
So then, boom, you got 6,000 people that automatically form an opinion about somebody else.
Right.
Yo, I'm a
when
sucker
it really
for,
ain't got shit to do with it.
I'm a sucker for somebody saying, yeah, I'm about to kill myself on that type of stuff. I'm a sucker for that because I would DM them like, yo, you good?
I've done that too. Shout out mental health.
Like that,
yo,
shit. That has happened.
Shout out to.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, Solo. Shout out to mental. I'm sorry to cut you off. Before we keep on going, listen. Like you said, shout out to mental health. To everybody, men and women, I don't care what fucking color you are, what race you are. It's okay to not be okay.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And it don't make you weak to ask for help.
Absolutely not. So if you need mental health, go get that mental health, man, for real.
Absolutely.
Straight up. But go ahead, Solo.
Yeah, I was just saying that I'm a sucker for some of those posts. I fall into it like, man, maybe I should DM that person, give them some words of encouragement, something like that. You need somebody to talk to, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. But don't be like, yeah, I need $20. Can you cash at me?
Cash at me $20 for this room. I'm $20 short.
Right.
I'm gonna kill myself.
About to kill myself up on a quarter tank.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I've helped people in the room.
I'm on my room, $20. I'm about to kill myself on a quarter tank.
You must still got that in your inbox.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
Boy, man, that's funny.
You can scroll through your messages and make sure you don't click on it because they're going to see if you read it. Nope.
I know a lot, what I've dealt with social media relationships is that now all of a sudden, like, you have to, like, I know women I've dealt with is posting. Posting that. I'm like, listen, if social media wasn't around, would that be a requirement? Like, would that be an issue? Now all of a sudden I got to post, I'm in a relationship now with you. Ain't nobody been checking for me like that before I got with you. So I'm good, I'm slim, I'm chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them cats where, like, you know, I got to juggle a lot of fake, like juggling a woman that's in and out of my inbox. Don't get me wrong. Your boy, Please Believe, is a smooth dude. At the end of the day, but still, man, you know, please believe. But at the same time, like, no, for real, man, I don't play them type of games, man. I never really been that cat to try to, you know, it's too much responsibility. Unnecessary responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, you know, when women, you know, ask me that, like, yo, well, you know, have you changed your post? You know, are you still at a single status? Yes, I am still at a single status. But me and you together, we chilling, we good, we all right. You know, the people who rock with me know what it is. Everybody else out there is just strangers who I happen to give access to my life.
Yeah, they're guests.
They're just guests, bro. My man, that's what I'm saying. So that's it. And I don't understand that. So
you're saying being in a relationship and not changing your status to I'm in a relationship.
What he's saying is the pressure that women apply nowadays.
Yes.
Of posting them on your social media.
Right.
Oh, word.
How come our picture's not up? How come it's not
together?
How come you didn't tag me in this?
You know
2 days, 2 hours. It don't matter to them.
Right, yeah.
Don't matter to them.
We've been together for a while. Then
that goes back to that validation.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
You're right. So you're right. Yeah, if you've been together for a while, and honestly, you know, like let's more than 6 months to a year or so, whatever. And then obviously it's a relationship. Obviously, you know, you guys have been placing things like that. I can understand that. Even then, I don't know. I believe, man, also, man, when you give people access as negative spirits. I believe in spiritual. I believe in spirits and energy. And I do believe, man, you can't give everybody access to your happiness, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man? Somebody, especially, let's say, you know, you got a bad joint. And let's say people look at you and don't even real. And some guys will look at you and be like, you know what, man, be cool, but he shouldn't get a joint that bad. Like, surely too bad for him. You know, you got families who hate. So what they do, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm a victim. I be hating sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, yo, you ugly as hell, bro. How you get that? You must be eating her ass, cuz backwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim. I said, like, you ugly as fuck, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Your face like a whole Nike boot. You out here bagging a bad joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim. I ain't gonna lie. It's some things I need to work on within myself, okay? Yeah, you an ugly motherfucker, cuz.
He gets like the rubber Nike boot or the mesh Nike boot.
I'm talking about the rubber joint. The original Goa-Dome. You know what I'm saying?
You must be talking about the phone posit.
I'm a victim of that. I can't.
was clutch.
Yeah, it was clutch.
Blue and black.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, I'm a victim of that. I be doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say it fake as hell.
I'm just saying that's why.
You like telling it to other people, or you just saying it in your head?
If I'm by I be with my woman. I'm like, yo, babe, this motherfucker ugly as a motherfucker. But if I'm by myself, I'm like, cuz. In my mind, I'm like, yo, he big mother. I ain't gonna say shit. I might say shit from a distance. That motherfucker ugly as shit, cuz. But hey, man, I'm guilty of it, man. I'm working on myself, people. I'm working on myself. But nah, I get what you're saying.
Is the brother ugly pull up in a Benz or pull up in a Beamer or something like that?
He's still ugly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But, you know,
he got it going on, apparently.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He got a Benz, probably got money, meat probably, but this motherfucking big, we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
All that stuff. If you ugly dude,
that shit don't mean nothing.
You know what? You know what I'm saying? But for women, man, it's just a little different. If you got money and you ugly, you probably still busted.
Yeah, you buy the rose.
You know what I mean?
Ain't that some shit? That's the whole time, I was probably looking at me. Nigga, you ugly.
That's true.
Hell going on.
You funny.
Ace, dude. That's true.
I mean, let me ask y'all a question though. Like, as men though, like really on not on no metrosexual shit. I'm talking about like 100% man shit. Like when you look at a brother, do you really look at him and be like, you ugly? Like me personally, but I might see a brother be like I don't really make that choice to be like, yo, you ugly. Like you know what I'm saying? Like as a man, I just don't look at other men. I might see brothers be like, okay, you're a sharp cat, but I never like be like, yo, like you ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like I never really make that.
Some motherfuckers that just look like they not put together properly. You know what I mean? You see a motherfucker wake up in the morning, don't wash his face.
Yes, sir.
Should be here. You know what I mean? That's an ugly motherfucker. I bet you came out the trash can. You know what I mean? But it's not on that level of handsome versus ugly. It's just an ugly motherfucker.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, awesome Flavor Flav. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see Flavor Flav.
You see Flavor.
And he was smacking Delicious, bro. Like that shit don't make no damn sense. Delicious is bad. She is bad.
It don't matter how you
know what I'm
look.
saying?
Yeah.
Green look the same everywhere.
Yeah. You right about that shit.
You buy some red bottles and some lashes, you good to go.
Couple bags, you in there.
Oh my god, y'all funny as shit, bro. All right, man. So, matter of fact, let me go ahead and swing this conversation over. The next thing I just wanted to talk about, I think this is this is appropriate as well. A male role in a relationship. Do y'all think it's different now? I mean, I feel obviously it's different from back then because the household is different, and you have women actually making a lot more money than most men. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all
power struggle now?
Power struggle?
Yeah, I got to fight to be the man.
Got to fight to be the man now. And honestly,
you wake up sometimes, she got your boxes and walking around the house.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
And nowadays, unfortunately, women correlate leadership with financials. You know what I'm saying? So if your pockets ain't big enough, you can't tell me shit.
That's everybody though. We men do that.
Towards women?
Like, men, we compete with money and shit.
No, but I'm talking about like such as like a relationship status, such as like, you know, the head of household.
It all depends who you're dealing with. Because some women, not everybody cares about money. But we all try to make it seem that way. It's not true. I get what you're saying, but there is women who don't care. There may be women out here that make more money than you. Who would not give a fuck because it's only money.
I look at it like this. This is how I look at it. Most women, I look at it like this, and I forgot who I was talking to about it today. But basically, it's like this, bro. At the end of the day, women are supposed to be the support, right? You know what I'm saying? They're our support. At the end of the day, men are supposed to be the head leaders, right? So pretty much, if you look at the end of the day, if you look at tires on a car,
Right.
We are the tires that represent the car. We roll the motherfucker. We take that shit everywhere it need to be. Right. One of the motherfucking tires go flat. That's when the support come in. That motherfucking temporary. What do you call that shit? The spare. Put the spare on that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Now, even though the spare is conditioned and made to carry the car, however, it's not able to do that shit for a long time. After a while, the weight of the car will start to flatten that tire because it's not designed for that. See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is at the end of the day, man, that's what I mean. Like most women, man, nowadays feel that number one, men are just not made like that no more. And that honestly, I'm gonna be for real. Honestly, let's keep it 100. Everybody, like, it's not our fault. For real, we're not like the economy and this pretty much the way everything is, especially here in the United States. It's not designed, especially for a black man to really be able to take care of himself, to really even be in the household. You know what I'm saying? Consistently be able to provide. It's just not made like that. We've been for years, dog. We've been fighting to do that. And obviously, around that time, the last time we were able to do that was in the 70s. That's right around the time when they were starting to separate black families. Shit, I'm fucking around. Reaganomics hit around the 80s and shit like that. Crack back then, then women found out, started getting degrees and shit, started to figure out I can do this shit by myself. Kick that man straight, slam his head, bam! We don't need you no more.
Money to do it by themselves.
So, absolutely.
AKA the government.
Or they think they get more money, and then you end up, you ain't getting shit.
So, to answer your question, man, I mean, what you saying? How did
the role reversal?
The role reversal, man. Yeah, like I would say, man, like it's a power struggle, dude. Like at the end of the day, women and honestly, let's keep it 100. Like my man said over here, like basically, these are our Frankensteins. We put them in a situation. You gotta understand, man. It's been times where we've had that option to do that, and we was out doing our man shit. We've been cheating, leaving them, having multiple babies, whatever, right? And nothing against my brothers. Hey, man, we all gotta grow and evolve, and I ain't judging nobody because we all done dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We fuck up, we learn. But what I'm saying, it has created a negative side effect now, because now one thing about women, they are multipliers, and one thing I notice about them motherfuckers, they learn very quick. And last thing they're going to do is starve. They're going to learn how to feed them. They're going to learn how to feed themselves and feed themselves well. You know what I'm saying? Now it's to the point they have gotten so good at feeding themselves well. The criteria is now, if you can't feed me as good as I'm feeding myself, why I need you?
Straight up.
Yeah. Man, give him another one.
Goddamn horn. I got to call you horn, man. Yeah, goddamn. I can't find the motherfucking horn, cuz.
There
it is. Shout out to my man.
Yeah, I definitely respect what you said.
Let me ask y'all this, man. If in a relationship, if the woman is making more than the man, should the man still be in control of the money?
It depends who's more fiscally responsible.
Yes.
Because you can make more money and still be broke. It doesn't matter. You can make six figures. You can make millions.
I mean, automatic should the man be in control of the money since he's the head of the house?
No, it's whoever's more fiscally responsible.
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay. That's just what it is.
I agree.
Okay. Now, do you feel that most men nowadays are more intimidated by women that are financially successful, educated, and on their shit?
Intimidated. It depends
what
tier you talking about.
Okay, so I'll give a simple example. So a man is out on the first date with a woman, and he knows before he gets to the date, man, she's educated, man, she has these degrees, she's making six figures, she's doing everything. I don't know what to ask her during this date. Like, I don't want to sound stupid to her. I don't want her to think I'm this type of person, all that type of person. Why do you feel that men? Because there are men out there that do that. So why do you feel that men are intimidated?
That's an individual.
Yeah, I think that sounds like insecurity.
Yeah, insecure about themselves. If my natural role is to provide, and I'm coming into this and I can't do that, I can provide on other levels. But if I can't provide financially, it's a strange feeling, you know, because you go decades ago it wasn't like that. Now modern day it's like I can't do that. What am I here for?
Okay, could you still date a woman? Or could you still be with a woman that makes more money than you and still provide?
I have.
Absolutely. But I guess my pride and ego, I gotta put that aside. That's part of it. It's different these days, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't mind it. We just gotta set some rules and boundaries and all this stuff. You're not about to make me feel less than a man because you are in this position.
Right.
I don't want that. You know what I mean? I make more money than you. What can you do for me? You know what I mean? That's one thing that I would be questioning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
In your face doing an argument.
Yeah, I guess
you know,
it depends on how much your pride and ego can take, and if your woman is able to compromise with that.
That's weird. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind it, but it's just like, okay, you gonna still let me be a man in this situation, or just have me as an option?
Yeah, he had a heavy point there.
As an option, so are we expendable?
When it comes to
Absolutely, in the world in general.
Expendable in what else? But
Can we be replaced?
Absolutely, you ain't seen that
men?
rose?
right now,
Men
You ain't seen that rose?
men or women?
Oh, I seen it.
We
Call
are
you right now
already
and say,
obsolete.
hey, don't come on. And honestly, man, we can't. Man. I think, man, like it's just a way of the world trying to separate, man. Because women got the rose, and I saw this thing that called the throat goat for dudes.
Yes, sir.
And it's like,
I was on Amazon last night, boy. So they got a toy. It was on Facebook. Basically, it's like a fucking throat. You put your dick in, and you press the button.
Artificial blood.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, the women they got the rose, they got some other shit that go like this.
The rabbit, they got a million.
The rabbit.
15 different toys, and they come
get
3,000
your boy,
different
dog.
You know
I'm
my
just
man
saying.
be clicking on that.
You know what I'm saying? Whole phone fucked up.
You go, he got
I'm
12
shutting off.
different
Saving up for one?
Yeah, I'm saying shit. You said I ain't ordered yet. Stop playing. Nah, man.
Charged up at home.
But now really, though, man,
As soon as this podcast done, Hey, you
Y'all bitches ain't got shit on this. That shit crazy, man. They come with new shit every fucking day, man. That's what it's done.
But no, with that mindset of independence, a lot of women do feel like men are expendable. You know what I mean? They use them when they want them.
Yeah.
So what about those ones? Why don't y'all just ignore their ass?
Oh well, right.
Yeah.
You don't know who they are until you meet them, right?
No, you date.
Yeah.
But like you said,
then you venture on.
It's easy for us to say that type of response, but we're married. We're not out in that world.
Right.
You know what
No,
I mean?
I'm thinking like, yeah, we're married, but I'm thinking from the aspect because I'm speaking them from a different perspective as in before.
Mhm.
So I'm like, all right, well, what are certain things that you looked at beforehand? So it's like you just said, this, and you don't know. Go on a date.
Well, no, that's what I'm
Text
saying.
her. You know what I'm saying? Find out, yeah.
You learn these things, but
Yeah.
even still with learning someone,
Yeah,
you still don't get everything from a motherfucker at one time. You know what I mean?
that's overwhelming.
Some shit you don't learn
Yeah.
until a little bit down the road.
Yeah.
But
But nowadays you got the social media, like so you could just scroll through and see how they are.
But that's fake book.
Yeah.
That's true.
They call it Facebook, but it's two other F's that it really is. Fake book and fuck book.
Never lie.
Facts on facts. Facts on facts.
I'll tell you
Somebody
this.
trademark that.
I'll tell you
Hey,
this.
Hit that Mortal Kombat whoopsie.
I got something better for you.
Hit that goddamn whoopsie.
Fatality.
Now listen, this is fatality, right? I'm gonna explain why it's these two things.
Go ahead, G Money.
Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Alexander.
Happy couple on Facebook. Friday, Saturday. The dude in one club picking up some scragglers. The bitch at the hotel taking a whole lot of dick.
Hey, he must have
And they
all over my life.
and they met the motherfuckers they cheat with on Facebook.
Yeah.
You understand?
I've seen that happen,
Social
man.
media is fucked up.
Yeah. So how do you feel about, theirs and I being married? Our women don't be posting crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So when you're
Yeah.
single, you can pretty much do whatever you want. But
Right.
if I'm seeing my wife half naked, stuff like that, that's a dub. When
Yeah, I ain't with that.
You for the streets, Slim.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's a lot of
And vice versa. If I
Streets is
know
calling.
Sheba is your lady, I'm following her, I'm like, oh, Lord, Sheba. You know, I'll be like, oh, man, you with my homie, what you doing? You pretty much putting it for sale sign on your neck.
Right. I'm cussing out from here to Hades, cuz.
Yeah, I got it for sale. You know, so it's like, nah, we don't do that, yo.
Yeah, that's me. That's equivalent to me going on Facebook and gray sweat season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of them
That's
real
great.
sneaky and do it, and you would never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing about us, we wash our whole face at one time. They wash their face one side at a time.
Yeah.
Keep that eye open. I'm telling you, they're sneaky.
Didn't like that.
Man, shout out.
I haven't dated a woman under the age of 35 in like 5-6 years, and they worse than what the fuck the young ones is.
Yeah, it'd be something like that out there. It definitely is. They definitely
One thing
out there.
about them, you can go out and do them wrong. They can be mad for about a week. They do the same thing to you. Shit, you want to kill everybody.
It's different.
Yeah.
I guess we're more logical. They're emotional. You know, so it's like I get cheated on today. It's like mad as heck.
First thing
you
you
know
know,
what I
thinking
mean?
in your mind is, man, it's hit. Just imagine
Right,
from the
right.
back. That's what I'm
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I cheat on her. She gonna be like torn. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
She thinking of other things.
you know what I mean?
She thinking about as a relationship, you just started another relationship with a woman.
And I'm thinking
shit
about
like that.
you suck this dick
Right.
from the back.
You got slayed and sprayed.
Small as kids, motherfucker. I just drunk this juice after you.
Like we don't hear nothing else he's talking about. We're like, so you never smack.
Yeah,
That's it. Everything else don't matter.
Nothing else matters.
I was doing this.
It don't matter if you went to the movies.
I don't care about none of that.
You know, that's why a lot of women
talking.
That's why a lot of women say men can't handle if you know the rope.
No, we're not built for that.
Nah,
No.
it's not, man.
No.
It's not.
We're territorial.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially when we see that motherfucker out. If y'all
Right.
made it, you decide to stay with it, you see that motherfucker out.
No, we ain't no Colonel Winslow out here. Harriet. Why would you do that? No, we not. No.
Stab his motherfucker.
Non-verbal cues be a bitch. Be like, brother be sitting at you like, stay with him, still play.
Right.
I'm a
How you doing?
dictator.
I ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No bull, man. So, no.
Yes, sir. I'm pulling the motherfucker above the rim on your motherfucking ass. It is over, goddammit.
Dang.
Yeah, man. Men and women, man. Men, logical. Women, emotional. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But now today, a lot of us are emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And that messes
That's-
up
yeah,
a
woo.
woman.
That's
It's reverse roles.
That's that
though.
role
Yeah,
reversal.
it's that
I
role
would
reversal,
say
man.
they put focus on women having to be strong,
Right.
Yeah.
independent now. Women used to be beautiful, delicate. You know,
Yeah.
They don't even call them that shit no more.
Like, one thing I hate,
They
man.
don't
No, I ain't even think about
they don't
that.
even describe women that way no more.
They dogs.
Yeah, they really
They're
don't.
strong.
Like, women be
They're
down. Even the language.
strong. You know, like
Yeah.
we strong.
Yeah.
Check off the masculinity mark.
Yeah,
Like,
Strong.
Male trait.
yeah.
Male
Like, I hate
role.
when, like,
It all
I hate
comes
like
back.
when women like even with the language like bro, I'm not your fucking bro, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Slim, we are not on the same level. At the end of the day, if I swing and I swing this motherfucker, I'm cracking something. You swing, you ain't cracking shit.
No, sir.
I'm not your bro. I'm not your bruh.
I don't know. It's some strong ass women.
You know, no, it is some strong. It is some strong ones, but I'm just saying, like from a genetic makeup, like come on, man.
Just Shirley.
Shirley, you know what I'm
The
saying?
big
Like,
Shirley.
Big Berthas.
The Rakishis, yo.
Like for real, like I just don't. Yeah, man. Like I just don't be feeling it. You know
I
that
feel
that masculine energy in the feminine frame.
Yeah.
It just like just getting all
That
like come
joint's-
on, man. That's not to me. It's not. I don't deal with women like that. Once I start seeing women displaying them characteristics, it's a go for me.
And you know, that's perfect when you said, you know, men are like more emotional. I want to go ahead and segue into that real quick. Not as far as like relationship wise, but like being emotional towards your bro,
Yeah.
being emotional towards your men. I know when I was coming up, my dad, I love my father to death, but my family, all the guys, you gotta cry, you gotta be hard.
You gotta be a man.
You gotta be hard. You know, you cry, you gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Why did they tell us that? I feel like that affects you in the long run
Yeah.
once you get older and you pass that down to your
How to
son.
cope with fucking numbers.
But not his, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you bottle that shit up. You bottle that shit up and then get to a point when that shit bursts and you just go crazy. I feel as though that nowadays, I'm teaching my son you can be emotional. You know what I'm saying? You can still be emotional. You can cry in front of me, goddammit.
Right.
You can still be masculine. You can still be a man, and at the same time show your feelings. We're humans.
Yeah, you gotta get that shit out.
You got to get that shit out. We got to break that curse for the men of today to our sons, to all our kids, but especially to our sons. You gotta break that circle.
And we talked about the stop normalizing trauma.
Yeah, we did.
That's what we do in our culture and the black community. That's what we have done. That's what you're talking about.
Right.
And all they was teaching you is what they were taught.
Right. Yeah. But it's time.
You gotta, it gotta go out the window because it's the same thing here. Like it's certain things you're like, I need you to do. Don't cry about that. But in other aspects, it's like, let it out.
Right.
So
like I one of my homeboys called me. I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my homeboys called me today, and he was talking about he's about to get married. Okay. And him and his mom, him and his mom, really going through things. Okay. And his mom never really showed him that love. His mom never told him, "I love you," nothing like that. That's tough. And he was on the phone, we FaceTiming, he tearing up. He was like, "Man, I don't mean to cry. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to cry in front of you, motherfucker. Let it out, bro. Like that is a tough thing to deal with. Your mother not loving you, not paying you any attention. Yeah, she brought you in the hood, just left you with different motherfuckers. And look how you turned out now. You're successful. You about to be married. You got a good job. You know what I'm saying? You have a reason to be.
That's gonna be a struggle in this marriage, though.
It's going. I told him, man. You have to.
Handle that before.
You gotta handle it. You gotta
counseling, all that.
That's why I told him. You gotta handle it, but at the same time, you gotta protect your peace because you have a family now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Well, my mom chose that nigga over me. Yeah. And it's funny how he said that because it was like when I used to watch Baby Boy, I used to watch that movie for entertainment. Fact. But now I've been through that. It's like, damn, that movie really had a message.
It had a message.
You know what I'm saying?
I look back and be like, dang, that's a wild movie. Like we used to laugh at like Ike Turner and stuff like that.
We was young.
But now today it's like. If I see Tina Turner in real life, there's no way I'm gonna bring that up.
Absolutely.
And be like, remember that scene in Smash? Like, that's just crazy, yo. We watch Boys in the Hood. We watch Players Club.
Menace to Society.
Menace to Society. So who ever seen South Central? South Central.
Deuce.
That was the first time I was like, yo, I want dad like that. You know what I mean? Who like get out of that mentality to embrace me as like, you know what I'm saying? It's my little man. No, we're not doing this no more. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I asked him, and he was like, well, my niggas up here in Philly, man, they told me, you know what I'm saying, oh, don't cry around me because, you know what I'm saying, you kind of soft when you do that shit. I asked him, out of all your boys that's supposed to be your boys, how many of them, how many had fathers? He said none of them.
None of them.
I said, that makes sense. It makes sense, man.
Not one.
You fathers out there, single fathers, whatever. Teach your sons, man. You can be emotional. You can still be you're still masculine. You can be emotional, man. Don't bottle that shit in.
For us, be emotional, be more controlled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Control it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. We know he was emotional. You can tell how he played.
He controlled it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's got to be controlled. You got to redirect that emotions to something else. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You can be masculinely emotional. You don't have to be feminine emotional. It's different.
It's different. But you know what I'm saying? Don't bottle that shit in, man.
Yeah.
Because that shit will fuck you
go
up.
Go to a masculine male and be like, bro, I'm going through X, Y, and Z, man. I need your advice. I don't care if I'm teary-eyed. And embrace one another in that moment.
Yeah.
And then
there you go.
I know you masculine, you know what I'm saying? I know you was in the streets.
You got to get the right advice. Stop going to the wrong place.
Right.
Yeah.
If you going to the same motherfuckers that telling you, hey, we on vacation, crack this joint. I know you married, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You going to the wrong motherfuckers, bro. Hey, your boy.
Yeah,
man.
That's a wrong, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and throw that motherfucker head on there, cuz let me find that motherfucker. Shout out to myself. Yeah, man. Male emotion, man. Like you said, be controlled about it.
Control your emotions.
But at the same time, man, don't be afraid to let that shit out. You know what I mean? So
I have to give a shout out to my mother, man, because
shout out to Miss Annette.
Oh, yeah.
She was one of the.
She's in ATL right now. Yeah, I grew up without a father, and like whenever I got an allowance her, she had no problem whooping my ass like a fucking dude. You know? I remember the first time like I got like a D on my report card. Like she's like slammed my head up against the door. Like, oh, you think you tough, nigga? Well, I'm gonna show you how to be a fucking man. You know. by the time I got like her size, like she knew she could whoop my ass anymore, so she like got me into Taekwondo, boxing, Muay Thai, and like that's how I learned, you know, like other aspects of like being a man, you know, as far as like the physical traits and whatnot. So like,
I was about to say people like Michael J. White and all that. I'm pretty sure they can get emotional.
Oh
But
yeah,
they have a form of martial art to where they don't have to get super emotional.
Yeah, their discipline is immaculate.
Exactly.
That's what it teaches you.
Yeah, exactly.
Discipline, they're heavy on that. Yeah.
And shout out to all the single moms out there doing their shit, raising these young men, raising their children. Shout out to y'all.
The real ones.
Y'all, yeah, the real ones.
ones.
Y'all are very air horn for y'all, man. Y'all are really important, man. But let me go ahead and also piggyback off that and say, for a boy, I don't care. He needs a male figure in his life.
Absolutely.
If his father's not there, he still needs a male figure in his life, regardless. Be your brother, your uncles, or whatever. He still needs a male figure because a woman, in my opinion, cannot teach a boy how to be a man.
Absolutely.
You can't.
They can do their best.
They can do their best to a certain extent, yeah.
They can do their
But they
best.
can't. They
Because
can't.
if the roles were reversed, I can't be that feminine energy that they need if I'm a single dad.
Right.
I just can't. I can do what I can.
Right.
But I just can't be that nurturing, come here, baby, and then especially I can't do that. That's what he or she needs at that moment. I can only just give them the structure, the discipline, the guidance. That's me. That's my masculine role.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man. Anybody else got any input on that?
One of the reasons why I'm terrified of being a father or having a daughter.
Mhm.
Like I talk about this with my girl all the time. It's like, baby, when we have kids, like no disrespect, I don't want a daughter because I'm terrified that I'm going to be overprotective.
That's for all my kids, though.
That's
good,
yeah. Like you were just saying, like, I don't know how I'm going. Like I want that to be her job as far as like, you know, showing like the feminine side, you know, because like I don't like if she fucks up, I don't know how I'm going to approach that other than like talk to your mama.
I think you will.
No, it changes.
Once you have a kid, it would definitely change.
Well, I mean, I do get some inspiration, you know, Mr. David over here, you know, like as far as like him being like a good father to his daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like I look at that as like good inspiration.
Appreciate
like,
it, bro.
Single father move,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, it's kind of like, damn, like, am I going to be able to control myself like he does when like there's a certain situation that happens with my daughter? Like, am I going to lose my shit, or like, am I going to like carry myself accordingly? You know, like a David or like.
It's a learning process, man. I haven't always been cool. I haven't, man. My daughter has actually taught me. She actually has set me down like your dad. Like it was one point in time she said, "Dad, I feel like I can't talk to you." And that shit fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
So we sat down. And I was like, "Well, holler at me. Like, what am I doing wrong?"
Right.
I had to step down from my high dad throne because as fathers, you think we on the throne. Hey, listen, you do what I say.
Mm-hmm.
But if your kid is telling you you're not, you know, it's something they need from you. Yeah, and that was one thing with my father. He didn't like my father. He just wasn't having it. Like everything he did, it wasn't his right, his wrong, everything. He didn't allow us to voice our opinions. You know, thank God for my mother. She was that gateway. Like, shut up, chill out. Your son is trying to talk to you, because he didn't know how to communicate. And that was another thing I learned about my father now as a man, which I struggle with. My father wasn't great at communicating. And it peered over to me in my relationships, and I learned I wasn't great at communicating, and I used that bravado, like, well, listen, what I do, you do what I say. The same thing my daughter said. She actually taught me how to communicate. Like, yo, so that's where that came in. But, bro, and I'm saying that to you because your kids, you have to be willing to learn from your kids.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, listen
to them.
It's all about trial and error.
Trial and error, bro.
Definitely about trial
So
and
don't be afraid of messing up, bro. It's going to happen.
Right.
But, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm about to, you know, my oldest daughter, she just turned 10. So I got about 3 more years until she hit that teenage.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, man.
So that's going to be a new...
That 13, that 12 to 13,
Oh, my
bro.
God. I feel I might have to throw hands on the motherfucker. But, you know, she seems
The
like
spaghetti legend. What's
Oh,
happening?
You got my pops in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir. What's going on, sir? How you doing? All right.
Shout out to Pops.
Pops
is in the building!
What's happening?
What's up, babe?
Long time no see.
Yeah, you too, baby.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, but
What's up? What's up, baby?
yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about trial and error, man. You won't know until you have a kid.
Right.
To be honest with you. And like I said, my daughter, she about to be 13. Like, my children now, they, Daddy, can we do this? Daddy, can we do that? Daddy, 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 da, da, da. All in my face all the time. I love it. They go on my damn nerves sometimes, but I love it. But I hear from, you know, most dads now, when they get into their teenage years, shit, they on their phone, on their tablet, and they in the room or whatever. They don't fuck with you like that unless they hungry. That's it. You know, they know you love them, and you know, right, vice versa.
Right. And I would say, and I would pivot off of that. That's when you got to take the initiative. I do it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, she does this thing where she secludes herself in her room a lot. Sometimes I'll bust in there and be like, "Yo, what you doing? How you doing? Tell me what's on your mind." One day I heard that she was on the phone with some friends, and a little girl said something, and I said, "How old are you?" And she was like, my daughter is about to be 18 next week. So the little girl was 19. So she said something. I said, I don't know. I said something along the lines of, yeah, no, they was cussing. They was using a lot of profanity. Okay. So I said, listen, you can't be using all that profanity and everything. You watch your mouth when y'all talk accordingly when you're on here. You know what I'm saying? So finally, the little girl was like, I said, how old are you? She said, 19. I said, where your parents at? She said, well, I live by myself. I said, huh? Wow. She said, I live by myself. I said, you pay all your own bill? She said, yeah. I said, you got your own car, sir? She said, yeah. I said, well, you cuss as much as you goddamn want. You know what I'm saying? Carry on. You carry on. But as far as my daughter, you are not to be using such language on this here phone. The rest of you, that goes for, I said, any of the rest of y'all independent by yourself? No, okay, everybody talk like y'all got some goddamn systems out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Sorry for you, baby girl. Do you motherfucker that? Yeah. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing though. It is a beautiful thing. When you had that your first kid, you gonna remember the day she was born. You cutting the umbilical cord.
Yes, sir.
And if the lady gets the C-section, you gonna remember all that nasty shit. The doctor's gonna tell you, don't look around, don't turn around, but you gonna turn around. The fucking intestines sitting right here. You gonna remember all that shit. I was there for all three of my kids, man, when they was born. But this is a beautiful thing.
It's an experience. You have to, bro. You have to. Definitely.
Hell yeah. Anybody else got anything to touch on that subject? Okay. So, let me get into something else, man, because I am a person that has to deal with this as well. Child support.
Lord Jesus.
Child support. When do you think that shit is necessary?
Black man's kryptonite.
When it's necessary? When the person is vacant. When he's gone.
Okay.
When he's not present at all.
Okay.
Now, what if you were just in a situationship, right? Mm-hmm. Got together one night, knocked up.
Happened to me.
You know what I'm saying? Knocked up. You decide to have the child without his permission or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to hunt you down for child support. It's like, no, I didn't that wasn't intentional. You know what I mean? So now, 18 years, you got to pay child support and stuff like that. Yeah. But you know that it was her duty. It was not her duty. It was up to her to give birth to that child and raise that child pretty much on her home knowingly. So now, as a result, you have to suffer for that. Yeah. And a lot of men do, which is effed up. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
we went out. We had one night of fun, whatever.
That's whack. That's whack.
She ended up getting pregnant. So instead of just being me down there, the child was already like a year and a half old. It was 2 years old when she came through with everything. So it was me and like 6 other people in there taking the DNA test.
Cool. God almighty.
Yeah, right. So it's like,
you had to start a lineup, man.
So it's like in your mind,
me and 5 other guys. I'm like,
you was a 6 man.
Off the bench. God damn. 6 man of the year.
6 man of the year. Got that award.
So it's like, yeah, you
came back mine, and I'm like.
It wasn't.
The child was 2 years old. Now, somebody else that signed the birth certificate. Got the child had somebody's last name already and all that, and he still signed the child, and I still been paying it.
That's whack. That's trash.
Which is crazy because I'm thinking, man, if the guy signed for the not saying this right, but I'm thinking if he signed as he's legally the binding father.
Yeah, he was one of those guys in that line with the other 5 or 6 people.
Damn.
He is either. So.
God damn.
You know what I mean? So,
I got stuck with it.
You know, it'd be real fucked up if you was in line and your cousin or your brother was in line.
Substitute teacher.
Not even what the fuck you doing here. Shit, we could roll in the same car together. Waste my damn gas.
Hey, real quick though, so let me ask you a question. Let me get on my behalf. So you said you had to pay child support, right?
Yeah, but still.
Did the other guy pay? Is he paying too? Being the fact that he signed legally?
No, I ain't doing nothing.
Oh gosh.
And even if Like if anything was to happen to the child or it happened to her,
Yeah.
I would have to go to court and fight him to get custody of the child because he's on the birth certificate.
Wow.
He's technically the father, legal father. I'm just the one that came out.
Man, they'll watch Lauren Lake as soon as you sign that birth certificate.
That's it.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, bro.
But you know how Miss Lafferty is down there.
You gotta check the laws now. In Maryland law, it's like that. But you go like on the Midwest, something like that.
It's different.
But like if you go like Chicago or somewhere like that, if you get a girl pregnant and you sign that birth certificate, and then have enough guys say that's my child, even if you take that blood test, the child is his, you still gotta pay for it.
Good God Almighty.
It's legal. I'm paying for it.
These are what's the law.
These laws is fucked
Laws
up.
is getting messed up.
Yeah, so
it is.
because you know
Don't make no
women
sense, man.
they control the birth. You know what I mean? But I'm not a woman, so it's like if I'm in a situation where I know I can't take care of the kid, adoption. You know what I mean? Don't let someone else who you mess with, who's probably not in the same financial situation you are. Y'all have this kid. The kid gonna be because you putting these kids in the funnel of single parenthood from the rip, and you know this. So why be irresponsible?
You're keeping the cycle rolling.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You put him in the same predicament. Then you're gonna be complaining. Then you're gonna be calling him bad. And you know what I'm saying? That put that child in a position where they're gonna be loved and taken care of by a mother and a father. Straight up.
Get a horn on that.
Get a horn?
Give him a horn.
You know a horn?
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
you need a horn for that.
Bars.
You need a horn for that junk.
That does need to be said more, man. Because I mean, I've been there too. I went to court, people. I don't play that shit. But yeah, it's traumatizing, and we've within our culture, it's like a joke. Oh, you know, papers like. Ain't shit funny about that.
Fuck
like,
no.
especially if you in the child's life.
Yeah, bro.
If you're picking them up,
That's
you're buying
crazy.
them diapers, you're taking them places.
Yeah.
They're even with you half the damn time, sometimes even more.
Yeah.
And you still gotta pay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You gotta double your salary just to get back to a full full check.
And then not only you keeping that kid, you know you paying, and you working another damn job to take care of them while they're with you.
You know,
that's trash.
And on top of that, she found out you making more. She take it right back.
Take you right.
If you don't pay it, they take your license.
And then they take your
Or
dumb ass
or
to jail.
send you to jail for
So what you're saying is
passport.
one payment.
That shit goes in your
What
credit.
you're saying is her decisions of having your child benefits her more than you.
Yeah, she get housing.
Absolutely.
Everything
Benefits the
bro.
child.
That's messed up.
She don't got no job.
Yeah, I literally heard a girl.
The man doesn't get any damn benefits.
Nah,
And I'll say this because I know somebody who told me the story. He is in his child's life. He went to go get help. He needed help at one point. He wasn't making much. Guess how much money they gave him? $11 fucking a month
God
for
damn.
help.
It's crazy.
He's paying for his child. He's doing everything he can. Working 40 hours a week, sometimes more. They gave him $11.
So what do we do?
to
What
feed
do we
himself.
say? Close your legs. Wear protection. The same old stuff that we, you know what I mean?
They preach the same shit.
You know, but that's those are other alternatives. You know what I mean? Versus bringing a beautiful, innocent child into this world.
What goes both ways too.
You
I
know,
mean, you got to tell a dude to wear.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Wear protection.
Yeah.
Wear protection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking vasectomy. That kill all that shit. No pun intended.
So both, you know what I mean?
I
So,
want to take the whole thing off. I'll walk
but
around like
the
a
truth
chin
be,
dog.
look, hey, hear this out, right?
Count on 100% effective
Yeah.
either.
Bro, hear this out. As beautiful as marriage is, right? Our population wasn't built on that. It was built on being irresponsible, right? I'm a product of a one-night stand.
Okay.
So it was really built on being irresponsible, careless, selfishness. You know what I mean? It wasn't really built on the foundation of marriage and love and all that, to truth be told. So while we pushing the narrative, hey, you know, get married, you know what I'm saying, married before you carry, there's a high chance that's not gonna happen.
Very high.
Yeah.
That's just not gonna happen.
Very
We're gonna tell all of our kids, make sure you get married before you have children and all that stuff. But what did all of us get here by? Who got here by marriage?
I don't even fucking know.
You did.
Man.
Yeah, that was married. Y'all was married.
I I was out here on a wedlock. Wedlock.
That's what they call it, wedlock. So it's
Wedlock,
1 out of like 9 or 10. You know what I mean? So that's high.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I was gonna do that, but I felt so good, so.
Can't take niggas nowhere.
Hey, keep it real, Pop. Keep it real. That's what I'm saying. Keep it real.
It's like what do you do? You know what I mean? It's like, well, he's here now. She's here now.
Yeah.
We got to raise this kid.
Yeah.
Or the alternative is adoption, because there's parents out there who feeling to have children that cannot have children, that want to take care of children. If you're not in a position to do that, please don't be raising a child, blaming a child, feeding them ramen noodles, all this. You know what I mean? Just give them the lowest of the lowest, because you are in a position that you know you can't even take care of yourself. So why do that to a precious child that could be put in a situation that's way better?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Goofy.
Straight goofy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
But I'm not a woman though. I'm just, you know what I mean, shooting the club up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't my intent. If I get with a woman, it's like off the jump. You already know I ain't my intention to knock you up. You know this.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm pregnant. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know what it was when we signed up. You know what I mean? You know, so I don't know, man.
I hear you, bro. I think what you're saying, my good brother, is that women need to take accountability for their actions when it comes to who they're sleeping with. And, you know, everything that's leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, the women know y'all be asking for it.
Yeah.
You be asking for it. There's been many a times, not a whole lot, but there's been times where I have had not requests. I'm sure y'all have all heard the request. You know, you can take the condom off. You don't even want to take the condom off.
And like a damn dummy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Or don't you want to come at me? You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, as a man, when you in it, you like, man, I'm a boy.
I got that plan B right on the goddamn plug.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, yo, bro, like it's not. I think it is 100% totally unfair that as soon as the conception starts, all that falls on the man. I think that is absolutely it's crazy. You know, it should definitely be. It should fall on a woman and on both people, because it takes two people. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, both of you got to be responsible. But all this narrative of everything got to come from the man once the child is here. That to me, that's just
right. If you are an employer,
yes.
In this case, you would be the woman, right? I'm an employee. I am submitting this application to you, right?
Right.
It's up to you whether to hire me or not.
Facts.
Right?
Facts on facts.
You gonna hire me, meaning I have the kid, or you gonna be like, no, you're not fit for the job.
Yeah.
And honestly, and to pivot off
man,
that.
Give me some horns, bro.
I got you, dog. I got you the horns, yo. I got you the old horns, B.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Solo, dog. You know what I'm saying? You dropping gems tonight, baby.
And most women don't even go through the applications, let alone even look at the qualifications. They just hire the brother.
Yeah.
And what they want?
Money.
Yeah. Then after, that's when all the requirements come in.
Facts, bro.
Before,
nah.
Yeah.
And what that child support do to your check?
An employer just like, look, I just need you part time. Right.
That shit crazy. Yeah.
Well, shoot, I just need a little bit of money. Need to get up in that joint.
And let's keep it 100, man, for real. For real, man. This is kind of off topic, but when a woman really wants to be with you, like when she really wants you, she don't give a shit about none of that. Yeah. All the other stuff that they put out here is fluff.
I got something for you, bro. This is a true story. This young girl, 18 years old, she straight up told her friend. She told me, she was like, if he looks good, I'm gonna have his baby. 3 different dudes, 3 kids later.
Shit.
Young as that. If he look good, I'm gonna have his baby. That's what
crazy.
She said. It wasn't no marriage. It wasn't no none of that. It wasn't no like where am I at financially, or am my parents living so they can help me out, whatever like that, because I'm irresponsible. If he look good, I'm gonna have his baby. I was like, I wonder how many women think like that.
And where do I mostly see that shit at? Social fucking media.
I wonder how many women think like that.
As soon as the man
women
on child support,
like
they
that.
go into that system.
Facts. Wait, hold on. Say that again, OG.
Women don't think like that. Girls do.
Right. So just like you can be a boy and be 30 You can be
It's called a man
girl
child
and be 30.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's mentality. You know what I mean? You can still be 30. You know what I mean? As a woman, still be very irresponsible.
Be a 60-year-old fucking man.
Right.
Child.
Man,
if you never grow up, and I'm sure you've seen it. I've been around here. Calvin County and seen it.
My cousin.
So.
Love you.
See, I know motherfuckers.
Love you.
I know motherfuckers, man, 40 something years old, still trying to be a fucking rapper, trying to do a mixtape, ain't got no motherfucking job, got 3 fucking kids they ain't never seen in 3 years. Like, you gotta grow the fuck up sometime.
Exactly.
I understand you trying to live your dream, but you got 3 little responsibilities that you gotta fucking take care of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if discussions were talked like prior to having sex, like, hey, if there's like, I'm gonna use an application.
You the Chappelle.
I'm gonna use an application analogy. Like, hey, all right, you know what I mean? So if I get impregnated, will you take care of the child or no? We gonna block no off the rip. Like, heck no, let's have a good time. You know what I mean? Then we start having these conversations more. But if something like that happens, you might as well knock out 60% of the black population right there. You might as well. 60% of us be gone.
It might be more. Man.
Might be more.
Definitely more. You just said
like
1 out of 10
statistics. Like it's just
right.
Yeah.
We weren't made off love, and it was on some. She bad.
It was a lot of lust, like you said, lust.
you talking about from which decade? Like back in the day? Now?
Now.
Well,
okay. Shoot,
all you need is some.
I was born in '89.
Well,
you know the '80s was everywhere.
All you need is Hennessy, a bed, and throw baby.
I don't even know if they listen out to the miniature 99. Yeah, man. So, they just need to be spoke about more.
Yeah, it does.
As far as responsibilities and having kids and stuff, just to be having them, because I don't know if that comes from a religious paradigm, but
I doubt it.
You know, I'm just like, hey, I gotta have a kid. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of impulsive.
Have the kid. I'm not a woman. I don't know how it feels when you have that child inside of you, but if you cannot provide, please let someone else who can.
Yeah. Honestly, man, really, and it's been from also women I've talked to, man, now it's to the point where some women are getting to the point where it is just like, I just want to have a kid, whether the guy want to be here or not.
Yeah, they
yes.
Clock there or whatever.
Yes.
That's some dumb.
Hey, I was sending to y'all later. It was a Kevin Samuels joint, right?
Oh, we gonna speak on him.
And she was like, well, I met the dude for 2 months, and I'm 36, and I knew he had 5 other kids, and I allowed him to impregnate me because I'm 36. I'm getting older.
She knew he was fertile. She had picked him
So now the daughter had to suffer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not knowing who the dad is and stuff because she wanted to be selfish.
Yeah.
He was my dad. Well, no, he ain't nothing. He just, no, why would you do that?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Man, you get a lot of that.
You can't be thinking about the kid when you do that. You can't.
No, never.
So then, like you said, like once you call him selfish, I ain't selfish. How are you not selfish? How are you not? Your whole agenda was based off of you being selfish. You knew he wasn't gonna be there, and some of them don't want you to.
No, they make that decision.
I know scenario after scenario after scenario, and it's just like, come on.
And they're messed up thinking. They already said they're overly emotional ones.
Yeah.
They think, oh, I'm about to hit this age,
right,
yeah, or clock that age, and they like you said, they naturally have that maternal instinct. Right. So for most of them, it's like, damn, a man won't love me unconditionally. My child,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
And that's tough to hear, but that's extra true.
Really.
And then you raise him
it's sickening, though,
to be just like the guys who dumped you.
Yeah.
Which is twisted.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. You think when a woman, right, a single mother or a single woman, they dress their little boy as a grown-ass man, you think that has something to do with it?
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
He
you mean when they call him their king?
Their king and all that. Yeah. And they dress him like a grown-ass man at the age of 4? Yeah. He got a whole...
He look like his daddy.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that shit was weird, son.
Say it again. He looked like his daddy, who's not... Exactly. That's the same thing they say when they get mad at the little motherfucker.
That's a fact.
Take right up to your stupid ass daddy.
The saying don't make no sense.
That shit wild.
And then growing up, the mom, oh, you bad. Yeah. Well, isn't that child a reflection of you or what you not doing? So you keep calling it, you must be a bad parent, right?
Yeah.
So stop. Man, my godmother who raised me, I said I wasn't bad, I was misbehaving. That's a big difference. Yeah. Because when you get older, you correlate bad with being cool, being awesome. Yeah. Oh, she bad, he bad, and he or she grows up and sees that, and then that cycle continues of being bad.
As men nowadays, we just, like I said before, we just gotta break that cycle of all this, all that toxic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because naturally, we want to enjoy the yams,
right? Damn right.
We want to enjoy
it's nothing like the yamage.
Yeah, like it.
Yam City.
Yam City.
Before you lose it. Right, that's why.
Hey, that's
you get older, man.
You get older, man. You got, man.
So then you gonna wake up and that joint just gonna.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Got it.
Man, get up.
To the point where you got to go to the bathroom, talk to them, like, listen, man, what is wrong with you, bro? You know what I'm saying?
So get married, man. If that's the way, you know what I mean. Get married.
I'm asking now. They have to go on the counseling shit, put you on medication,
but we
end
also
up with erectile dysfunction.
We also talked about does marriage benefit men or women more?
Definitely women.
100% women.
100% women. Nothing benefits a man now.
I love you, baby.
He had to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nothing benefits.
But it does though.
But serious question though. The two married men.
What?
Outside of having beautiful families, right? What did y'all gain from being married?
Kids.
No, I said outside of
outside of family, my bad. My bad.
What did I gain?
Yes.
Maturity.
Okay.
Shit. I'm not gonna sit right here and fake. I gained a lot. I am not gonna be one of them that, oh no, I'm social. Shit. That'd be a lie. I gained a lot. So I'm putting on for the city.
But he didn't get too deep into that a lot, but I'm about to get deep.
Go ahead.
Tom, before you get deep, pause. Before you get deep, right? If a man gets divorced from that woman, who's benefiting more?
It depends who got more money.
Does that still even matter though?
Now, yeah, it does.
So this is the reason why I asked that.
Because there's dudes who getting
alimony. Have a Mary Blige.
The reason why I asked that because
dudes who getting alimony.
Wendy Williams.
I know a lot of guys. I know a lot of guys that had a house, car, money, assets, all that shit. Yeah. They get married to this woman.
Yeah, bro.
Some shit fuck up. Yeah, they get a divorce, and she take half of everything. Fucking thing, if not every fucking thing.
They could take shit from me.
No, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So my question is like.
But that's another circumstantial thing though.
Tell me to get fucking prenup.
That's what I'm saying. Is it okay? So when you ask your woman, sign this prenup.
Yeah.
And she feels some type of way.
If she love you, she okay.
Well, now because
aren't you weeding her out?
Nah, but when
you marrying her, like
but when you ask a woman that, she's like, so you don't see this working out between us?
No, you can say
it's like you're going into violence.
How? Wealthy couples do it all the time.
Yeah, sign prenup for sure. You know, especially if I built, you know what I mean, this great wealth success. Yeah, prenup for sure. I love you, all that stuff, but. You never know. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You worked hard for all this for all these years, and she took it away in 5.
And vice versa. If you rich and you know I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm doing my thing, and you got more wealth than me, yeah, sign a prenup.
Yeah.
Not even the wealth. If it's to the point of a man that's pretty much he has, assets. You know what I'm saying? He has things to lose. And I'm saying, I'm not talking about like an apartment, no shit like that. I'm talking about like, some tangible shit to lose. You know what I'm saying? House. You know what I'm saying?
A house that he worked hard to build.
You know what I'm saying?
Lawn, everything. And then he got to get kicked out of his own motherfucking house.
Exactly.
That he worked hard to build.
I think
is that right?
That's not right. It's not right at all. And honestly, man, it's not right. And honestly, I think when it comes to things like that, prenups. I look at it like this. If that was the case, yes, I would ask my woman to sign a prenup. And no, this is not me ruling you out. This is just me saying for some reason, at the end of the day, I'm protecting myself. At the end of the day, for some reason, if you decide to change your mind or whatever, or vice versa, even though I'm here for the long run, I don't see myself changing my mind. But basically, if something happened where we got to split, I just want to make sure what I came in here with, I'm able to leave with.
Exactly.
I don't got nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from you, nothing from you. Because majority of the time when a man does take a woman to court, or when it comes to dividing, man ain't trying to take nothing from the woman. He just want what he has.
Exactly.
That's it.
But she gonna take everything.
You see what I'm saying? So.
It's all off of emotion.
Yes, majority is off of emotion, and that's another thing too. That's what's scary. That's what's scary about. And I'm sorry, bro. I gotta get out. But this is what's scary about women, man. Like, and this is what caused me to be defensive. Because as women, you can meet a woman, and she can be just as sweet as motherfucking sweet tea. I mean, she could, twerk that thing for you. She could suck your dick and all that when she wants to. But when her ass don't want shit to do with you no more, that shit, it's like a switch. I mean, that shit just clocks. I mean, and let me tell you, she don't motherfucking think about the times you had. She don't give a fuck about the times y'all shared. She don't care what you've done for her. All that shit is out the fucking window.
And then she take the house that you
had
before
ahead, bro.
and move another nigga in that motherfucker.
Oh, this nigga's out there mowing the lawn that you fucking planted. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking drinking your motherfucking Kool-Aid out of your refrigerator that you probably got from motherfucking Best Buy or fucking Home Depot.
Got your favorite
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the mug! Give me your ass.
Number one gang.
I'm the daddy now.
I'm number one now.
Bro, hold on. 2 things.
I'm blowing that motherfucker up.
2 things. Who still drinks Kool-Aid? And who gets it from Best Buy?
I know, right?
That's your Man got warranty on Kool-Aid. He got Kool-Aid from Geek Squad.
Yeah, all that.
God damn, you funny as that.
All in all, man, get a prenup.
But I gained a whole lot from my wife, that's for sure, and I wouldn't be the man I am today.
Okay.
Because I take care of the beautiful kids that she brought into the marriage, and I was kind of trifling before I got married.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Listen to your rap music.
My home was very dry, and she spruced it up with a credenza. I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? She got nice curtains, and she's making me food, and she always got it smelling good with diffuser. She made it a home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She made it a home, man. And I admire the fact that when I come home, it's daddy, and the wifey's, you know what I mean, chilling, watching TV, whatever, and it's just love. It's good to have that family.
Yeah.
It's good to have someone to come home to versus just coming home looking at the same old off-white walls with the mismatched curtains that I used to have.
Hey, that joint's lit though.
I used to walk around the house with my shoes on. I don't do that no more because she's like, that's nasty. I'm like, damn, that is kind of nasty. And she just, made my life better for sure. And I feel like a man when I'm with her. I feel like a husband when I'm with her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for her. She said it's deeper than love. It's more respect.
Mm.
When a woman is respect for you, that's heavy,
bro.
But she's just like
porn on that shit.
She's like, I respect you so much as a man, and that's what keeps me going.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have something like that, I can't not ever let go of that. Ain't no fat junk, you know what I'm saying, gonna ever come between what I have.
Mm-hmm. Cause you know what you got.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no yams in the world that can do that because it's not like I can just be like, well, I can get something like that again. Heck no. It's
rare.
hard. It's hard as heck.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? So I am never gonna chance it. That's not happening.
I learned a lot from my first marriage. You know what I mean? One thing I can say, man, I thank her for bearing my beautiful 2 daughters. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I learned a lot from myself from my first marriage, like my communication skills. Even though I was young, I got married at 19.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was 19. 19,
Yeah.
married, kid, house, 2 cars. You know what I'm saying?
What did I tell you?
I called him. I remember. I said,
What you doing?
I said, Pop, get married, man. You sure? I said, yeah, man, I'm getting married. Hold up. Are you sure? I said, yeah, man, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. All right. I'll tell you one thing. I'm happy for you. I'll tell you one thing. I want you to think about it.
Told me the same thing.
And 5 years later, I got a divorce. But I learned a lot from that marriage.
Yeah. Life happens.
Yeah, life does happen,
sure,
and you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
If you're brutally honest with yourself, you really learn a lot about yourself, and I did. And I thank God for the woman that I'm with now, because like I said, man, she taught me a lot more about myself, financially, everything.
Right.
Find peace within myself. You know what I'm saying? How to handle
learn
things.
nothing from a flawless life. It's like
You can't.
You learn so much going through all these trials and tribulations, and you just learn so
That's a word right there, bro.
That's
you
a
know what I
bar.
mean? Learn nothing from a flawless life. God damn.
That's
a
super. That's a super bar, man. So look, I'm gonna wrap this segment up. So we talked about chivalry, we talked about child support, we talked about women taking the male roles in the current relationship, social media, all of that. Which brings me to my final closing of these segments before we move on to the Kevin Samuel shit. But as a black man in America, gay or straight, as a black man in America, how do you feel? Or do you feel that we're still the most, is it difficult for us still? Are we still low on the totem pole? Do we still go through the most shit than any other person in this country?
Right now, we're the most inferior, man. Honestly, I do believe it. I think, honestly, we're going to be low on the total pole because right now...
You said black man?
Black man.
I think Mexican.
You said
I'm
Mexican.
not trying... Serious.
Yeah. I just think
we've gotten one of them now.
Because white people would come to us and be like, yeah, those damn Mexicans, When
Mm-hmm.
it used to be those damn niggers.
And again,
still is.
I gotta make this clear. I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Hispanics, all that. Y'all be partying. But it has gotten a little better. It's not like back in the 60s where a grown-ass man would come to another grown man and call him boy right in your face, or you a nigger. Like, that does not...
I still have a little bit.
It can, but it's not as open. Now
you have... probably hit now.
Mike, I see you...
I'm going to disagree with you on that, brother.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. I invite it. But what I'm saying is, like, now...
Mm-hmm.
That can happen to Mexicans, and it does happen to them. I see it often, every day, matter of fact.
They automatically assume that every Mexican's a illegal.
I don't think we're at the bottom of the totem pole. That's my opinion. I want to hear what the rest of everybody else has to say.
I just think, man, the reason why we are at the bottom of the totem pole is just because even though what you're saying is it's factual, G. Absolutely. I just think, man, honestly, regardless of however we are moving up, I think it's always going to be agendas to keep us down, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think we won't never get 100% a piece of the pie. It's not designed for us.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, man, that's why I say we're always going to be the low on the totem pole. It's almost like, I'm going to give you what you want, boy, just a little bit so you can think you're getting somewhere. Then I'm going to snack that motherfucker straight from under your feet. I'm going to take your legs out from under because I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think I can get you comfortable first, man. And honestly, man, it's our mind frame. I understand. Like, as long as we here in this country, bro, we will never, ever be able to be the alpha.
I hear a lot of old school black dudes. You know what I'm saying? They say the white man, he gonna teach you how to get money. He ain't gonna teach you how to get more than him.
No,
but he gonna teach you how to get money. Is that true?
100%.
I don't know. I mean, you got certain black people now they getting that bread.
There is no LaJuan James. You know what I mean? So I guess we do it all right. That's for sure.
I want to hear what you guys say.
Yeah,
My bad for the way
I
ain't want you to think I was.
No, I did not take it that way at all.
I think it's
the
because we've been having that conversation for so long, and I try to empower our people as well in that sense, especially men. Which when you are a boy and you grow up, you do see certain aspects like, wait, why does he get accepted into this school, or why does he go work on Wall Street right away? Why do I got to work twice as hard?
Yeah.
But I try to flip it sometimes. I'm not saying we don't go through stuff. That's a lie. Mm-hmm. But to see like, we've taken some damn strides.
Yeah.
You can't say we haven't. And I ain't going to let nobody take it away from our people. That's what I'm trying to say. That's it. Because we're doing great things now.
Yeah.
Look at that wall. Look at everybody on there who's accomplished stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
it's beautiful, but there's a difference between ownership and control.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I own a beauty supply store, but I don't control the resources. I lease the building. You know what I mean? So when we get a sense of actually controlling something as people, it'll feel a lot better. You know what I mean? Like we still have to send our children to schools, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not our schools. We have most likely have to get them vaccinated. You know what I mean? That we don't want to do, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Those who do and don't. So it's like, we still got a long way to go.
But do you think we're doing better? Is what I'm
better
saying.
than
from 20, 40 years prior. Matter of fact, let me ask somebody who's been around. You don't think at all? Not at all?
I'm going to tell you why. I want you to listen now.
I'm listening. I want wisdom.
All the education that we have now, if you look back, think what your great-great-grandparents, some had 200 acres, 300 acres, no education.
Facts.
Had land and everything.
Yeah.
All of us have education. What do we have?
Nothing. We don't own nothing. We got education, that's it.
Easy.
Well, I own.
If you look at, sit back and go back, our great-grandparents, grandparents had owned 200 acres, 300 acres. Even in this county. They had acres, land.
And you know about my family.
With no education at all.
Yeah.
But you
What happened?
Huh? No, because they took it from the taxes.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't afford the taxes.
Right.
They raised the taxes up so they couldn't afford it.
And they doing that now.
All of a sudden, and then if they need a road bill, then guess what? We need this.
Yeah, they doing it now.
They take start taking stuff from you. When you got a lot of us education, more than us, we teaching us like stock and stuff like that. We don't teach each other.
Yeah.
See, but back then everybody was working together. Yeah. But now everybody for themselves.
We do up in here, I know that. Ain't that right? We teaching each other about stock and shit every day, all day. That's what we talk about on here.
But that's about it. See, it got to keep on, got to spread.
They going, hey, I'm going to say it right now, and this for the
that's
whole
what people actually say, man, who you? Such my hero. I said, no, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my hero. Because they didn't have no education, man. They own land.
Yeah.
You think about every day we need land. We don't need no, man, you got this, I got that.
I was told that my folks, y'all from Calvary, right? I was told that my great-grandmother owned land from Dukes all the way to where the
Your
Safeway
grandparents had a lot of land.
You know what I mean?
But
from Dukes, where the Safeway is.
What's that land?
All of that land. The Dukes were on right beside Mama Lou house.
Okay.
The two, like the bar and everything.
Yeah.
Them and the bells and
all that land.
But
really?
Yeah.
But
Mama Lou's mom.
When they come here, man, and they raise some taxes up, they wait and you can't afford it.
You wanna know?
They got to sell it.
Then they voted each other.
They doing it. They doing it now, even to their own people.
Yeah.
They snatching every piece of land that they get.
But that's how we gonna end up winning, because it's no longer them fighting against us.
Yeah, they fighting everybody.
Yeah, but they're
fighting each other.
Yeah. See, but heroes, man, I always think about the man. I'm telling you something. Me, I think about the older people that didn't have no education, man, and they got it. And my parents don't have an education. And they went back, they was almost 80 years old and went back and got their GED. You know, free home.
Man, shout out, give him a horn on that one.
Shout out to grandma and grandpa,
Yeah, man, it's deep, man.
All right, man, I'm glad you brought that up too, because I don't know if we can talk about that, but I'm so damn tired of hearing about I'm educated. That's like the first thing that somebody you can be educated.
Word. Educated in what?
What does that mean?
That's a good quote by Kevin Hart. He said, "Man, I might not be smart, but I'm smart at what I do."
Right.
Well, it's a rebuttal. Like if somebody was to say something to you, and it's like, "Oh no, you can't play me like that. I'm educated." Okay.
But you know what's crazy about it, man? People, when people, they get around me and say, "Oh, I went to college. You went to college for what kind of job you going for?"
Right.
People went to college. I mean, you smart.
No.
It's like you going for the trade you going for.
Right. That's it.
People
That's it. Oh, I went to such and such. Okay. All right.
So what?
But that's how a lot of them, when they talk to you, you look at
because money doesn't make you more intelligent. Look at Mayweather. He's not bright at all. But look, money doesn't make you more intelligent.
No, you said somebody else.
Mayweather.
Mayweather doesn't make you more intelligent. But look where he is financially. You know what I mean? So.
You having a degree don't mean shit to me.
No, especially not these days.
They just look at it like you.
I just wanted to bring that up because within our community, sometimes it's said, and it's just prestige and it's classism and it's annoying as hell.
And it's a disconnect.
Stop saying it. And it's like
Darius got this master's degree. I only have a degree, and he's looking down on me. I'm like, dang, bro, like what the heck?
I just studied something. That's it.
Classism is the new racism within our community.
How can you get a master's degree in a field? But you haven't even mastered yourself.
Hey,
right. You're a master of nothing.
I gotta hit the motherfucking horn, cuz. Let me find this goddamn horn for you, babe. Got the goddamn horn for you now. Repeat yourself, sir.
How can you have a master's degree in a field when you haven't even mastered yourself and knowing who you are?
Right.
This shit is wild.
Shit's
Can't.
wild, man.
Shout out to Dr. Claude Anderson as well. He said something similar like that.
He did?
Yeah.
I need to hear that because
he got a couple books.
It was an epiphany that I had because someone was trying to play me at work.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, you need to go get your master's. Like, I haven't even mastered myself yet. You know what I mean? So you're such a bright kid.
And then I heard this off a movie, man. You know, even an idiot can quote Socrates or whatever.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that is how I look at it, man. Like honestly, and also say this to myself. Okay, when somebody, well, I got a master's degree and I'm educated. Okay, you can pass the test. Congratulations.
Right. You just remembered a lot of
regurgitated information.
Hell, it's
now
funny.
I'm not knocking that side.
No,
Like
I
if you do that, first of all,
I'm
salute
everybody pointing their nose down at people who don't have it. That's what I'm not saying.
Just be
You
humble.
point your nose down at me, motherfucker. You the one that's $123,000 in debt.
You ain't lying.
With the degree, we ain't talking about your car note or your house or your credit card.
So
I feel bad for you,
right?
motherfucker.
You get with a significant other who also got this master's degree. Now y'all $200,000 debt. Y'all ain't got a house yet. Y'all both start off making $60,000, $70,000 entry level money a year. Y'all making $140,000. Y'all $200,000 in debt. Then y'all get a house. Then y'all get a car. Then y'all get a kid. Then y'all argue about money. Then you get a divorce. Stop playing with me.
And also, gets on that Facebook.
You just gotta say, man, to pivot off of what Pop was saying, that basically, man, education you gotta pay for, but knowledge is free.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
I wish I was on that end, charging $200-$300 for a book. Then next year I can't use it because y'all changed the edition.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, crazy.
I wish I was on that end.
That's very
You know what I mean?
Stupid.
Bought a book one year, I had to go back. I'm like, can I use the same book? No. We got a new edition.
And then when you trade it in, that joint worth like $5. I paid $300 for this book.
We got a new edition, no Johnny Gill.
But still, shout out to the people that went to college. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Salute
out
to
there.
everybody.
Yeah,
We ain't knocking. You got your
We
education.
ain't knocking.
It's just that college ain't for me.
Look, I want the kids to, and I think scholarships, awesome. Definitely do that. I want them to go for the experience. It's also a great networking opportunity.
It is.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just meet so many different people.
You do.
Oh, you went to Howard? Oh, you went to Morgan? Oh, bad. So I can connect you with boom, boom, boom.
Right.
It's all about who you know, man.
And to say what you said and this is my observation. White people send their kids to school to make money. We send our kids to school to get educated. There's a big ass
I'm out,
difference.
dog. Hit the horn.
It's a big ass difference, man.
Yeah, that's a.
And I ain't trying to say, white black.
It's just
Why
reality.
do we
It's a
keep
fact.
telling our kids go get educated?
Because
What do you do after
we're
you
still at the
graduate?
same
You
time.
gotta find a
You gotta
job or
find a
start a
job.
business. They send their kids to school to learn. They're already ready because they told them from birth, hey, you gonna go, you get your experience, and then you're gonna come over here with Gemini,
Right.
and then we're gonna show you the ropes.
We're gonna put your name on
Then
the
we're gonna
wall.
send you around the world first so you can travel. Then come back here and then we're gonna chill.
That's
and then you're
why
gonna take over this business when I die.
Right.
It's dope for, let's say, I'm fresh out of high school. I don't want to go to college, right? But I know all these guys in here own a business. I'm gonna work for one of y'all. You know what I mean? Stack my money up versus going to college and spending money that I don't have. So let's go 5 years. 5 years out of high school, I done saved up $50K, right? 5 years out of high school, you done put yourself in obscene debt. You know what I mean? Getting books, whatever like that.
And
It's
still
like
ain't got a job in the field.
I might not be as smart as you, but my money's up. You know what I mean? So,
What Hov say? If you don't own the building, at least stock the shelves and keep on stocking until you stacking for yourself.
yeah. You
Just
know what I
saying,
mean?
man. Just
One of the
learn.
goats.
Just learn, man.
He be spitting some stuff.
He do.
You gotta listen.
That's why I think he's the.
And then
one of the greatest
97% of us work for non-black people on top of that. So you want me to go to your school, get this degree, and then work for y'all at the same time?
You smack.
You smack.
You're going to their schools either way. Even when they tell you it's
Either way.
HBCU.
Yeah, because it was
It's named after their children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
Hey man, it's some shit I want to get into with the HBCUs and the fraternities and
we really
sororities
don't
and all
have
that.
that.
I respect
We-
all of it, but
We
myself,
we
I
really don't have nothing.
no.
no. Except for the shoes on our feet.
And we don't got them.
You know what I'm saying?
They can come in right now, kick the door, and take everything we got in here right now.
Yeah, that's a
They want
fact.
to.
We own a motherfucking thing. We own this building.
Don't
We
even
lease
own
this bitch.
ourselves.
Mm-hmm. We slaves to something.
But yeah.
We slaves to something.
Yeah.
That's just the harsh reality of it, man.
They call martial law. They come take your house and kind of where they want to
take
take
everything.
That's weird. Especially for a man, you're just like, dang. And when you complain so much, complaining does nothing but just show other people that you're not in control of your life. And that's just a strange feeling to be in, like on a daily basis, day in and day. You complain, damn, I don't feel like going to work. I gotta do all this, do all that. It's like, dang, when is this thing going to end?
Like you know, and then get to that, to pivot off of that, like y'all said, like in the day we don't own nothing, it would never be set up to, even though the way how modern times are set up nowadays, and yes, we all have been free from what they're telling us and everything, it's still control, you know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, man, it's just, we're too big of a threat. That's why I say we're still on the low and the total focus. At the end of the day, we're the opposition. We always gonna be the opposition. It's not the Mexicans, it's not the Chinese, not none of them. It's us.
Yeah.
You know, we're truly.
And they don't make, the dominant society doesn't make billions of dollars off of Mexican people. They make bread off of us.
We are the biggest consumers in the world.
Absolutely. They make bread off of us.
Shit.
All day, every day.
You ain't even got pointed that.
You know what I'm saying?
We can point down Barstow Road,
Yeah, you ain't lying though.
They make $3,500 a day to house
they make bread off of our ignorance. They get paid off
each
of our traumas.
Each one.
That's crazy.
Imagine if us black people really got together and really united and had our own shit.
Wakanda forever.
Had our own shit.
Bro,
I wonder how fast this economy would go down.
Owned by us.
Right.
That's Stan Lee.
That's Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And Marvel.
It is right.
We still don't own the shit that
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. America was built off the backs of our people, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's just a fact.
Marvel.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
About that whole ass?
About Wakanda.
Oh wow.
One thing I'm gonna say, man, is like at the end of the day, we have seen already.
They didn't own it either.
History has already displayed to us what would happen if we actually was able to stand on our own, okay? And i.e. Rosewood, Tulsa, you know, my man Fred Hampton, like the Black Panther Party things.
What do we see happen every time?
Yeah, man.
Every time
you get Nipsey Hussle. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
That's
just
it, bro.
annoying.
That,
It'd be like, you got a hater
a
amongst
reminder.
us, right? Rydell's doing his thing. One of us is gonna hate on Rydell. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody
You're right, though.
Whisper in my ear and be like, yo, you need to take him out. I give you X amount of dollars, or you going to jail for 20 years.
Right.
Yeah, but all right, Rod, you out of here. Boom.
One of us, and the CIA and the FBI is involved with it some way.
Yep.
You know
People still think Martin Luther King got killed with the gunshot. Nah.
Yeah.
He was smothered, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
He was smothered.
Check the list of the lawsuit. They paid his family.
Yep. Yep. They lost. The government
They
lost.
They had to admit it.
Yep.
So
they
it
smothered him with a
might
pillow.
look good on paper that we got the LeBron James and Mayweathers and Oprahs and Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. It might look good, but that's only there's two billionaires, white billionaires that make more money than every single black person in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's just two.
What is that, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk?
Just two people.
And all they want to do is go to space.
right.
We haven't even explored all of the Earth yet. We ain't been in the bottom of the ocean.
Now, what was up with the ship shaped like a dick? I don't understand what that was.
Oh, that was Jeff Bezos.
That shit looked weird. I was like,
Hey, right,
you know you got
keep
too
on
much
talking.
money.
yeah, man.
Build the shit. Just like a dick. Right, who did? Yeah, that was crazy.
Send a huge tampon to space.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So, yeah, man. Like, I don't know.
We keep saying that we gonna get together, but we got, you know what I mean, we got a generation behind. I mean, ahead of us, behind us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we in our 30s. Soon we gonna be considered as the old heads.
Yeah, we should.
You know what I mean? And what are we gonna show them? How are we gonna guide them through this world with technology and all this right just evolving? It's this controls. It's different, man. It's different.
Well, fellas,
What's happening?
What's up? Play what?
Yeah.
we got Black came in the building, man. One of the owners of the Renaissance Tonsorium. Yo, Black, you got any announcements for us, man, for your barbershop? I noticed that you got the canned food drive and stuff. So, nothing. We'll get back to y'all guys on that. But just to wrap it up, man. Hey, everybody has a difference of opinion, you know. But at the same time, we still respect one another around here. But we're gonna wrap that up. Let's move on to a brighter, more funnier note. Space Jam. Did y'all see the goddamn movie?
That shit, I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, my goddamn self.
Shout out to LeBron. Man,
Shout out to my man LeBron. He did his thing on that jump.
LeBron did his thing on that.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler, who the producer.
Yeah. Oh, he did
He did Black Panther. You could tell.
I didn't even know he produced that.
Yeah.
He produced Space Jam?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know.
never knew that, man. Shout out to Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan Coogler, yo.
The reason why I bring Space Jam up, right? I've seen a lot of grown ass people on Facebook really complaining about the fucking movie. Like, y'all niggas really sitting here really complaining about this fucking movie, how trash this movie was. Y'all think the first Space Jam was good? No, Michael Jordan he was trash as shit too with his acting. Like, get the fuck out of here. The only reason grown motherfucking men don't like it, and the only reason why grown ass men love the first Space Jam is because he wore the Space Jam shoes in it.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Let's be real. Yeah.
At the end of the day, as long as your kids like that goddamn movie, it don't matter. Yeah, it was corny. LeBron did bad on the fucking actor, so who gives a fuck? It wasn't for you. It was meant for the kids.
It was for the kids.
You wanna criticize a fucking Looney Tunes movie?
Nah, it was more for us. The kids ain't know nothing about the first Space Jam. That was definitely for us.
No,
to critique.
To critique, but for what though? It's a kids movie. Bugs Bunny. Who the fuck? Why are you criticizing Bugs Bunny? He ain't say "What's up, Doc" the third time when he was supposed to. Like, who the fuck does that?
It wasn't for us because our Lola Bunny was thick as a mother.
The first one came out in like 96.
96.
Yeah.
So half of us in this room was like, I was 10.
I was 5.
Bro, if they came up with a trash
12, 13.
We grew up on Dragon Ball Z. They come up with a trash Dragon Ball Z movie.
They did.
We gonna be like,
Yeah, they did.
That joint was trash. It was a live action joint.
As Goku.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that.
But that joint was Dragon Ball Evolution. Dragon Ball Z ain't meant for 5 and 4-year-olds, bro. They be cussing. Goddamn, Bulma had her titties out in the first grade. Like, it's not meant for little kids.
Was the original pervert.
He was a pervert.
I didn't even watch the Evolution. I had no interest in watching it.
Yeah.
Rolling went hard. You and I went to go watch that.
Yeah, that shit
Sorry, Darius.
Man, you open it.
Sorry. Like, what you call me?
I was blown, man.
Hey, just
but
like
listen, but guess what? You had nowhere to sit because everybody was sold out and everybody was standing up, bro. That joint was lit.
I would have probably stood up for that. I ain't
that joint was super lit.
And this is just like the Mortal Kombat movie too. I liked it. At first, I had to, the first time I seen it, I was like, but I had to go see it in theaters.
I like
Man, they had Liu Kang looking like.
They had all the right characters. Like in the first Mortal Kombat, everybody was white.
Liu Kang looked weak as heck, dog. You gotta admit.
Liu Kang was hard.
I mean, he looked weak. Well, that was fire though. He was fire.
So it was a separation. So this one was basically, like a backstory, like set up to run through the whole Mortal Kombat.
They just revving it up.
And Liu Kang had to look like a bitch because it brings out the contrast between his animality.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they gonna get to the point where he just rich and
trash.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But they better have OG Johnny Cage in the second joke.
Yes, sir.
They used to be his IG name. Was so funny.
Hey, that was my shit,
OG
man.
Johnny Cage. But yeah, Space Jam was dope, man. And it was definitely for us.
I don't know, man. I disagree.
I was 7 when that joint. I was hype as heck.
But have you looked at the original Space Jam movie since? That shit is trash.
You know.
And hold on. Wait. Time out. The reason why, another thing is, the original Space Jam had a better casting than this new one. LeBron James had all B-list celebrities and motherfuckers you never heard of.
Don Cheadle's not B-list.
Besides Don Cheadle, nigga motherfucking, the first one, he had Larry Bird. Shut up. He had Larry Bird. He had Charles Barkley. He had that ugly ass Patrick Ewing in that motherfucker.
Yeah, those are all basketball players.
But they're well known.
They're not actors.
This motherfucker had.
Yeah, he said A-list celebrities.
Right.
He had Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
He had Bill Murray.
That's one.
He's a legend.
That's one.
Okay.
That's one. Name another one.
One compared to LeBron James cash. Who's an A-list celebrity?
Please
don't. But Don Cheadle? Is he more popular than Bill Murray? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hotel Rwanda? That's it?
Bill Murray is solidified.
Ghostbusters?
Yes. Like, now, Don Cheadle is great.
He's great. Don't get me wrong. I give him flowers.
Is an icon.
Bill Murray's a legend. Compared to Don Cheadle?
It's a different.
Ain't nobody really start fucking with Don Cheadle until goddamn Iron Man, goddamn.
And it's tripping.
No. Hotel Rwanda.
I fuck with Don Cheadle back it up.
Name 5 Don Cheadle movies.
Hotel Rwanda.
Iron Man 2 and 3.
Was he in Crack?
That's what I'm saying. This Iron Man.
They just named 2 right there. I just named 2 more. Iron Man 2 and 3.
All right, now name 5 Bill Murray movies.
Who?
Ghostbusters 1, 2.
Groundhog.
What's that?
Groundhog Day, Garfield.
What was the zombie movie? Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yeah.
Zombieland. He was Groundhog's Day.
Bill Murray
was spot movie. He wasn't like part of the main cast.
And that shit.
He still was. That part
He
was
only
funny.
had like a couple of lines, but he was funny.
Yeah, a lot of people. He got like
What
5
movie
movies
was
off
Hey,
Ghostbusters.
LeBron did still like a
Zombie
zombie points
Land,
though.
Right.
I laughed for like 20 minutes. They caught me off guard.
Yeah, man. All in all, man, I think it was a good movie. The kids love it, so fuck it. Why not? Huh? Yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it.
You can't say the original was trash though. I can't take that.
No,
The original was.
I mean, it was good, but I mean,
He had me motivated.
Michael
I was
Jordan
dunking on the.
Michael Jordan acting was corny.
You had to
He
walk.
was corny.
He was being himself.
But yeah, but why? I can't see people criticizing LeBron James on his acting. Yeah, it was corny, but it was both corny.
We critique everything.
That's true.
Every
That's
little
true.
thing.
To me, it was the exact same.
But you think? Hold on. Do you think if we had social media back in the day, would they critique Michael Jordan as a man?
Absolutely.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
Hell no.
I
I don't think so.
Hey.
It was on Michael Jordan's dick back in the day. Shit.
Michael Jordan.
Somebody
Michael Jordan wouldn't have won his part of the league.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because everybody would have been seeing the
Well,
shit
your
he was
teammate
doing.
married herself. Like come on.
Yo, social media, I ain't gonna lie, social media would have been popping back in the day.
Y'all ain't have Phil Jackson coaching y'all. Like somebody would have definitely said.
Oh, and Space Jam, the original one had fucking Danny DeVito. He voiced the little fat motherfucker.
Yeah.
Another legend. Another legend.
And they had the fat dude from Jurassic Park in there.
Yeah, it was digging the jump. He's fixing the divot.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna tell me he had a great supporting cast, man.
But I will say, shout out to.
We had Ryan Coogler.
No. But shout out to this Space Jam because they did cast 2 WNBA players.
That's a fact. That's a big shout out. Yeah.
So shout out to them for that. Like that to me, that was a dope move.
That's a fact.
I bet you that was one out there too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that
Jordan
was
would have
actually one like
hell no.
the Monstars or Goon Squad or whatever they were.
He'd be like, Cheryl Miller, what's up?
Can't score 60. Get out of here.
She can't beat me.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Question.
Crush your brother in the finals.
Question relating to Space Jam 2. Like, I'm not even sure if y'all even care or not, but like the controversy around them getting rid of Pepe Le Pew.
I remember that. Yeah.
All right, they got rid of that character because of
Because
he was a creep.
because
Not
he did
because
what
he
we
was a
all
stalker.
you know, because
Yeah,
he
he
did
was like
what we
stalking
all
like
did.
the cat
the man.
back in the
Oh,
day.
like a
Yeah,
sexual harassment.
sexual harassment thing. But yet, when the basketball game was going on between LeBron and like the other cartoon characters, they had characters in such movies like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
If you've seen that movie,
The very
that
beginning.
was a group of terrorists.
Raping.
They raped women,
Yep.
they robbed people, they
Yep.
killed people. But yet
Yeah,
somehow
right now,
they made the cut in that movie. So it's like
They had a whole rap
Really
really I saw it. I saw the
yeah,
band.
exactly.
Yeah.
And what did it do? Kill little kids.
Yeah, he was staying.
So-
But yeah, you took out Pepe Le Pew because he want to rub up on some pussy or some shit. Nah, I'm playing.
But it's deeper than that though, because in the same
Wow.
cartoons, they would allow Bugs Bunny to dress up like a woman to attract whoever's coming after.
People pick and choose, man.
You know
at
what
the
I
end of the
mean?
day.
So
That's all that is.
Is what it is. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was dope.
I ain't see it.
Overall.
Dang, dog.
Yeah, man. You gotta see it, man.
Y'all see, man, it's good,
I
man.
was going to.
Your Fire Stick jailbroken?
It's on HBO Max too, man. You can
Yeah,
watch it
yeah.
on HBO
Shit,
Max.
everybody shit jailbroken. Like, ain't no secret.
It's free on HBO Max.
Yeah, break that shit.
We got all the. We got Hulu, HBO Max.
Yeah, I got Cinema HD too. Third party. All right, man. So look, we got one more segment we got to do, but before I get into that, I just want to. This might take a little. Just probably like 20, 30 minutes, maybe even more. We about to break 2 hours, y'all. So we doing really good.
Good.
So I had this conversation in the barbershop, especially with my barber, Courtney, and everybody else in here. We were talking about Prince, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson. Mainly Prince and Michael Jackson.
Okay.
My opinion, I don't think Prince has as many hits as Michael Jackson.
He doesn't.
I think Michael Jackson is more popular than Prince.
He's way more
I
popular
can't
than Prince.
listen to an entire Prince album front to back
I
like I can listen to Michael Jackson. The only album that I can listen to for Prince is Purple Rain.
Can I just say something?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I said that to somebody else.
I'm saying.
I just want to say something. Mike's a better
performer,
entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Prince was a better artist.
Agreed.
Really?
As
I
far
think
as art.
he could play any instrument.
He was
Okay, I give you that.
He was a rock musician.
I give you that.
You know what I mean? We took him as a soul and pop, but he's a rock musician.
He is.
You know what I mean?
We Are the World, that's not art.
He
Is that Michael Jackson or is that Quincy Jones?
That's Quincy Jones.
And Michael Jackson wrote that joint too.
Okay, but who is the
Quincy Jones is Thriller.
You understand what I'm telling you?
Michael Jackson would not have blown up like that.
Michael Jackson did some great production.
He would not be the Michael Jackson we know.
It's the same. All right, I get it. It's the same.
And
thing.
not just.
I think Beyonce's overrated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, none of y'all come with the Beehive stuff. I ain't said.
Beyonce, man. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't saying nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, please.
You know what I mean? So,
but realistically, music today in general is overrated.
Beyonce is a talented sister, but I do believe she's a bit overrated, though.
She's not.
She's really.
She's not even on Mary J. Blige level for me. Like,
nah,
Mary
never.
J. Blige is.
Mary J. Blige is
She's so relatable.
Singing wise?
Huh?
Singing or
no, just artist. Like,
because I was gonna say singing wise, man, she can blow.
Yeah.
Who? Beyonce?
Beyonce, yes, can blow. She can.
Over Mary, yeah.
I said the same thing
singing
before,
wise,
but
sing over Mary?
Man, she can sing.
Yeah, you gotta look at how they sing, man.
Yeah.
Are you putting Beyonce in the same category as Patti LaBelle? Motherfucking Tina Marie.
No, but I'm just saying like
Beyonce
vocals.
in
I'm
the
saying
same
vocally.
category as Mariah Carey.
Vocally, man, Beyonce is.
I can't stand Mariah Carey.
Saying, vocally,
she can sing.
I can't stand
man,
Mariah
like, you
Carey.
put like the vocals, man. Mary ain't touching.
No,
Beyonce
she's
vocally.
Not. She's not.
Nah,
she's
she
not.
ain't near.
Beyonce in the same Mary J. Mariah Carey.
No.
I can't stand her. I hate her voice.
I'm talking about
I respect her.
She can't sing with
I'm talking about
Jennifer, what her name?
Jennifer Hudson?
Yeah, she can sing.
She got
Jennifer J. Hood can sing.
She can't sing better than Jasmine Sullivan. That's not happening.
Jasmine Sullivan, she be going in.
Come on.
I don't know.
Jasmine
I
be
don't know when
going
it
in.
comes to the riffs. They both right there with each other.
What about Jill
The
Scott?
levels. That's a whole different. That's a whole different. That's a whole different. Her voice is so powerful,
Jill
bro.
Scott and who?
Like it's a whole
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
And Beyonce.
You should compare like Erica Badu and Jill Scott. That's a
I
whole
don't know
lot
because
different.
Erica
No, you still
Badu
compare.
wasn't. She had her own style, but she wasn't pure vocalist. Like that wasn't her.
Talking about, like,
She had her own type of. Her own. I'm not saying she can't sing. She had her own lane. There was a. Yeah, I wouldn't compare them.
She can't sing better than Chrisette Michelle.
Who?
Beyonce.
I'm not big. I really haven't listened to Chris Michelle like that. I really gotta listen to her.
Her voice is beautiful.
Now Letty, she be going in.
Letty,
yeah, she be going in, bro.
Letty is beautiful.
Yeah.
Floetry, she be going in. I like her voice. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that? Marsha
Ambrosi, yeah, she be going in. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
There's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of female artists that are getting overshadowed.
All thing you gotta do is take her body away. Take her body away and get up there and let her sing. And you see it from Beyonce.
Even Fantasia.
You know, don't let her weigh what she had on stage.
Yeah, she's straight.
Yeah.
But man, we listen to female artists, right? Man, put me on some Whitney Houston, you know, some Anita Baker.
Now she
you know what I
can
mean?
sing.
Beyonce ain't fucking with Whitney Houston, bro.
Whitney Houston had a voice of an angel.
That's my first voice I heard. Like when I was like, yo, who is that?
She could sing.
Beyonce will never touch Whitney Houston.
As
I don't
soon
give a
as I
fuck
heard-
how many platinum.
As soon as I heard,
Never.
Listen, I was like, oh,
You think about you break down the technical part.
I wanna
you
dance
think
with
about
somebody.
Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was able to bring that shit up and break it
Yeah,
down. She was powerful. She was soft.
R.I.P. to
Yeah.
her, man.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
legend right there.
Variations. She had a lot of variations in her voice.
icon.
Yeah, icon. Yeah.
So you got legends, pops, legend, and you got icons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, I think what's the name? Her
Kanye,
stock on that though.
Wayne, Drake, icons. Jay-Z, icons. Jodeci, legends.
Nah, they gotta be icons.
know you
bro.
I did how it works,
See, you fucking up.
They're just legends.
Nah, let me tell you.
They're just legends.
Jodeci was the first group to actually bring that bad boy shit to the R&B. Who was doing it like them?
LL.
He's not a group motherfucker. who was doing it like Jodeci? Nobody.
Drew Hill.
That was after. Jodeci was the bad boy of R&B. You not fucking with them.
H-Town.
On paper, Boys and Men is better than Jodeci on paper.
H-Town.
H-Town came after. H-Town came after them.
Who was before them?
No, Jodeci.
New Edition?
Boys Men. Was that before?
It was before. Yeah, they was before.
Who was better group?
Beyonce's an icon.
I'm biased. I'm going to say Jodeci. I grew up with Jodeci.
Beyonce, she's an icon.
I grew up with Boys Men.
And Drake is the GOAT.
What'd you say?
He's going to be. He's going to be.
The GOAT? Like greatest
I
rapper?
don't care what he does.
Drake never fumbled the ball, man. He's been consistent for what? How many years?
I'll tell you what, he's the only artist that I can think of that can do this for 20 years straight. He can do another 10. He just got artist of the decade.
You do another
What
10?
they say on that, Jay? That is mad because I got the Midas touch? Like,
Yeah.
You say we've been doing it as long as him?
no,
Or
I'm
just
saying
consistency?
this, he can do it for another 10 years.
He can. He was doing it since he got in the game,
No,
right?
I don't know.
Killing
2008.
Maybe, because you got Kanye about to drop that joint, and this man, he in his 40s.
Hmm?
So,
Yeah, he can play like this dude is serious, yo.
Yeah. Drake, he's going to be in the game for a while.
Hit after hit after hit,
It's not
feature after
It's
feature.
not. It's really not hard though.
Nah.
You know what I
Especially,
mean?
not today's rap.
One, like you got
The flow and all that stuff.
You got to think
Everybody's
about
copying
3 out of every 5 songs.
No.
He
No. Drake
he
switched
uses
his
somebody
flow
else's
to sound
bars
like
on another
everybody
song.
else's.
You just sing that shit.
He definitely switched.
he do a damn good job of it, though, man.
Get away with it.
Yeah.
Who he sound like? When Amigos came out, he switched it up and sounded like them. Somebody else came out, he switched it. He's riding everybody else's wave. Is he doing it good? He is. But he is not. No, that flow you talking about? No. Because you go back.
British rap.
You can go back and listen to his old albums compared to. No. He's riding the wave.
He wanted to be Lil Wayne when he first.
He's riding the wave.
He ain't no Jay-Z.
No, he ain't
that.
Jay-Z. No.
You see nobody else riding Jay. When everybody was on that auto-tune shit, Jay-Z ain't never fucking touched
No,
it.
he ain't touching.
Not one fucking time.
He did for a couple seconds on the T-Pain.
To tease it.
Yeah.
To
Well,
tease
no,
it.
put on.
Yeah, he said, I put on, then he said, take that shit off.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with Jay.
And
I can go.
Well, Lil Wayne is an icon.
He's a
Yeah.
legend.
I mean, he's a legend. I say
He's
he's
not
a
an
legend.
icon. No.
All these littles out here.
He's an
That's
icon.
'cause of him.
He's an icon because he brought forth the. If he wouldn't have came out,
His
and
rap did
blew up
not
where he
age
is,
well.
rap wouldn't be what it is now.
His joint.
Lil Wayne I say Lil Wayne is a game changer.
Yeah.
Just like,
I agree.
and I don't mean to keep going back and forth. Just like sports wise in the NBA, Steph Curry is a game changer.
Yeah,
LeBron's not a game changer. Steph Curry's a game changer.
Yeah.
Ever since Steph Curry came out, start shooting threes,
Everybody's
everybody wants to start
Everybody.
fucking shooting threes. So Lil Wayne is a game
He's
changer.
also an icon because he's a 3-time champ, 2-time MVP, unanimous MVP. Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
but in reality, Steph Curry is a game changer.
And an icon.
LeBron, he's an icon.
And an icon.
He's going to be a legend, but he's not a game changer.
Who?
Steph Curry.
He is an icon. He's an icon, but more importantly, he's a game changer.
Right.
Allen Iverson, he's a game
Go to the court right
changer.
now. Pull up
Jordan.
for 3. Everybody pull up for 3.
Cause Steph,
Big man and all.
he changed the game. You got
He
fucking
did
the
change
Greek
the
freak shooting threes. This
Bro, all
motherfucker
of
7
these little
foot, 7
rappers out
foot.
here is because of Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's true. I give it to you.
They're not even touching when it comes to bars.
But the whole point of where rap is now, if it wasn't for Wayne,
I get.
it would none of this shit.
Therefore,
I give you that. The
Icon.
look to rap,
Yeah.
tattoos on the face and shit. There wasn't everybody doing that, but Wayne.
You know what I mean?
He just got was leaned up.
Who else?
Yeah, he was fucked up in the heat.
The next thing you know, they mumble rap.
Yeah. And hey, yeah, I gotta give respect to Big Draco too. Soldier Boy. He's a game changer too. He was the first rapper on that YouTube shit. These people tease him, but I mean, he got receipts, man.
Bro, the whole dance crazy.
All that shit.
Dang,
He still got the
His
video.
bars is trash, but I mean,
Can I call him an icon? I don't know.
You can though, but
No,
not
I can't.
Soldier?
but solely off of his production.
yeah. I mean, he's produced for a lot of people. He's written for a lot of people.
Yeah. He's for everybody.
Yeah, man. It's game changers, legends, it's icons, it's a whole bunch of shit, man.
He started that dance stuff.
He did. I was in high school, fucking
Still
6XT.
got the video.
Yes, sir, on YouTube. I ain't tell y'all where the fuck that is either.
6XT.
Yes, sir.
Tall T.
Crank that shit. I was outside in the dust, kicked up dust, every fucking
3
thing.
for 10.
Boy had a clear vape shell, blade vape
Yes, sir. I was ready. I was definitely ready. But yeah, fellas, so we are now coming into our last segment. We're going to talk about the boy Kevin Samuels.
The Godfather.
Mr. Kevin. We getting into him. Mr. Kevin Samuels. If y'all don't know who Kevin Samuels is, he's how would y'all describe him? He's very controversial right now. They want to get his ass offline, all his shit offline. Some people agree with him. Some people don't agree with him.
He's a relationship consultant that keeps it on strictly facts and statistics.
Yeah. He keeps it brutally honest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And some people just can't handle it.
We love Simon Cowell.
But like I said, that's just my opinion.
Howard Stern.
I'm going to play a quick clip. Real quick. I just want to play a couple of clips by Kevin Samuels, and I'll just get y'all opinion off of that, too, whether y'all agree or disagree or whatever.
The intro.
This is intro, ain't my courtesy of YouTube.
So,
what's your disagreement?
My disagreement is just basically about the fact that black women shouldn't have to feel obligated to smile to black men. We're holding a lot of trauma. We're holding a lot of problems. Mental health issues.
Hold on. How old are you?
I remember this.
24.
I'm gonna say this one more time. I need you to pay attention. I need all black women to pay attention. The world does not owe you understanding or me understanding. If you have all this trauma, go seek professional help, because the rest of us do not have to suffer you.
Okay, it's easy to tell black women and black people in the black community to get help.
Whose responsibility is it to get the help they need?
But it's not available readily to our
That
community
is
that
bullshit.
easily. With the wealth gap growing, how many people
Whose
can afford?
responsibility is it to get the mental health they need? Who?
It is ultimately the responsibility of us to get the mental health that we need. But I'm letting you know that we are very underserved.
You can't make this stuff up. So you say we're underserved. You got to tell me that the therapists that already exist are overloaded. We don't go get help, man. Just had a therapist on here before. I talked to psychiatrists, and first of all, understand who you're talking to. I know hundreds of anyway. What do black people tend to deal with? How do black women tend to deal with their mental health issues? With a licensed clinician or with Jesus?
That is what's pushed to us since
from
the age of you're little.
No, man.
That's
I asked who. Let's see. I asked who they see. We're not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the lily pad game. Did they go to a clinician or did they go to the church?
The church most often.
All right, and these are educated couples. Most of these women are educated, and they've heard about therapy. They make the choice not to go. No different than, I'm gonna switch it up. No different than women understand and hear that being 200 pounds and 5 foot tall is unhealthy. But yet 80% of our women are overweight and 80% of that is obese. They know the truth. They choose to do something else.
The narrative pushed to us most often is that a guy wants a woman with a big ass. He wants, a thick lady.
Accountability is kryptonite to modern women. Man, you say the traumas? If I accept it, then you got to do something about it. Because what about the traumas that the black man has to deal with? But we still have to get out here and be functioning people in society, contributing. You don't get to walk around and say, have a special victim status.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women. We are less
You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great-grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother actually worked with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We even think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me. You don't need, there you go. There you go. And there you go. There you go.
How y'all feel about that?
Hey, man.
Man,
Was
first
it-
of all, like we talking about like trauma that like my grandma, great grandma, they've been through the worst trauma than these women today. We talking about racism in your face, spitting whatever, you know what I mean? That's way, you know what I'm saying?
Being lynched, all
that stuff. Like that joint is way different than today. This trauma that they're talking about today, it's infused with this womanism, feminism and independence and all this stuff, balled up into what they call today's trauma. Y'all make more money than us. Y'all are more educated than us. Well, what is this trauma that y'all talking about specifically? Because we say the word trauma, but what specifically, what's this trauma you talking about?
Spelled it wrong.
You know what I mean?
It's
Drama.
Right.
And that's bars. You know what I'm saying? That's bars. Like, you know what I mean? So you can't smile at us like you was talking about. I can't be Chivalry. I can't smile. You can't do none of that to the black man. Like, come on, man. Hey, why don't you smile? Well, I gotta smile for. I just want to look like they do.
They're not delicate.
You know what I mean?
They're not
you know what I'm saying?
no more.
Like,
They're
nah,
the
man.
men's.
Nah, man. I'm not. There's no hidden agenda. Maybe later on down the road, but there's no hidden agenda when I'm just asking you, like, hey, can you smile? How you doing?
I don't even ask that no more.
You don't gotta be mugging. It ain't. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. Like we was talking about marriage and kids. You probably got this kid. You raise it by yourself. You got knocked up by this dude who didn't. He ain't want nothing to do with it, and you know you weren't in a circumstance to take care of the child anyway. So all of that trauma, that's a trauma that you created. Yeah. Trauma.
Victim
that you created. So and you could have been raised by toxic parents and all that stuff too. Childhood traumas that could lead up to where you are today. That definitely happens. But the trauma that was experienced way back in the day was
way
a lot
worse.
more aggressive than it is today. You know what I mean? We deal with like molestation, rape, abandonment. You know what I mean? Those are the things that we deal with. But they dealt with that plus more.
Daily.
You know what I mean?
Over and over and over again.
All right. You had to watch your mom be sold off.
Yeah.
That's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot different.
That's way different. So I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying that it just needs to be.
It needs to stop being compared.
And just for the record, I know that young lady that was speaking with Cam said, she's not speaking for all women, but she's speaking for some women.
Yeah, you know what we do when we generalize.
Yeah. I just want to put that on record.
We all love women.
Yeah.
Somebody be like, not me. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just, you know what I mean.
So damn.
The point I want to touch on is he asked her, do they go see a clinical therapist or do they take it to the church?
They mostly take it to the damn church.
Most take it to the damn
Yeah,
church.
that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a
but
fact.
that it is, in the black community, naturally it's a stigma between taking care of your mental health.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, you go see a therapist, you automatically crazy.
Right. Something wrong with you. Yep.
You know what I mean? But no, you trying to focus on yourself, get yourself where you need to be. You can't always just go talk to whoever, and they gonna go tell the next motherfucker and the next motherfucker.
Right.
Especially worse in the church, which is why I don't know why they go.
Right. And it's crazy. I feel as though some in the black community, like the reason why we're afraid to go, and once I guess talk about it amongst other people as well, they're afraid that everybody's gonna talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it's sad because at the end of the day, it is true.
True. Yeah. In most cases,
what the hope say, you can't heal what you don't reveal.
Yeah.
So why would I expose myself so I could be made fun of?
Right.
So like, what's that Marvin Sapp song? So if they see me crying, just know, you know what I mean? You don't want to be seen vulnerable.
Right.
Especially as a man. You want to hold everything in have these fake smiles every day. Hey, everything's all right. I'm doing good. I'm just making it. You know what I mean? So it's like we need to express that. We need to find some help. Everybody need help. Even if you think you don't need help, the thing that we went through from generation to generation to generation, we need some help. We need somebody to talk to. I don't know who to talk to, but we all need that professional help.
Yeah.
To dig deep.
David Rubber said it. Raindrops will hide my teardrops. And nobody will ever know.
My man said, I need rain to disguise from my eyes. I know what you're talking about. That's temptation.
That's temptations right there, right?
That man said sunshine and blue skies.
Yeah.
Please go away.
Go away.
My girl has found another.
And gone away.
Gone away. You know what I'm saying? What girl was my future? God damn. Bruh. So day after day, I stay locked up in my room. Yo, that Joe was hurt, right?
Hurt, bro. Well, look, I got one more.
These kids talk about depression. And then he started to roll up in a big old ball and just die.
That's real shit.
Yes, sir.
That's real shit.
What's that song?
We used to sing it as we was young. We was saying it, but now we like this motherfucker.
Yo, it's like the other day, I'm in the gym, right? I'm listening, I'm lifting. All I hear is my man said, I got this feeling, and I just can't turn it loose. That somebody's been getting next to you. I said, that's true here. I said, this kind of messed up. I said, dang, sleeping in my bed, messing with my head. Let me turn this jump, man.
Was it the remix or was it the original?
No, the original joint.
Okay, the remix. You like, motherfucker, tell the truth, cuz. It's a good damn beat, but that motherfucker got a message.
I just feeling
Stupid. Now, so I got one more clip of Kevin Samuels talking to another woman, and I ain't have enough time to go through all the clips that I wanted to go through because we all know he got some he be saying some raw shit out here. I heard one clip, he was like, "Oh, girl, put your dick back in your pants." Like he be going in, but like I said, I didn't have enough time to go through all the clips, so I chose a couple of them that kind of stuck out to me. So I'm gonna play this last one, and then from there we'll just just discuss a little bit about Kevin and everything else. So here's the other clip. This full intro music is crazy.
That's right. Oh,
extra.
That's your
middle-aged as heck.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can now. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Kevin.
What do you got for me?
Well, first of all, there are a few things that I do not agree with. Now, I am 45 years old.
Okay.
And you mentioned, and we're talking about divas, queens, and bosses. First of all, I grew up listening to Beyonce and Mariah Carey. That's what I consider divas. And I just think it's just a term of endearment. It's something for a woman to feel empowered.
Empowered to do what?
So,
empowered to do what?
It's an empowering feeling. Just at a point where they're very confident in themselves and.
Okay. What does your husband have to say about it?
Whereas my husband, I'm divorced.
All right. So, name me the white women that run around calling themselves divas. Or name me any other race of women that call themselves these things. Divas, queens, and bosses. Tell me how Asian women empower themselves. Tell me how white women empower themselves. Show me how Middle Eastern and Hispanic women empower themselves.
Okay, but why do we have to be like them, though?
Well, I'm asking because we're humans. Okay, you asked the question, and you can't overtalk me.
Oh, I'm not. I apologize. I apologize. I'm not trying to overtalk.
My thing is, first off, can you turn off the YouTube channel in the background?
Yes.
All right. It's not a problem about this empowerment, man. It's pedestalizing. It's not empowerment, it's pedestalizing. Did you hear the previous caller who called herself a boss? And she had business for 10 years, but she had no employees?
What is she a boss of?
Well, I mean, again, that, being a boss, you can, it's the term of, running things, running your own business. And you don't necessarily have to have.
No, that's not true. Let's look up the definition of boss. Go ahead.
And it doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily have to have employees to consider yourself a boss.
Boss, noun, a person in charge of a worker or organization, union bosses. Or verb, giving orders or domineering manner. That sounds more like it. The verb boss makes a lot of sense, especially when black women use it, because they're certainly not in charge of workers.
Well, I'm in charge of my own schedule.
Okay. You have any kids? Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
2.
Boys or girls?
Both. Boy and girl, 23 and 24.
Okay, but when they were 5 or 8 years old, remember those years? They could have been in charge of making up their bed. Does that make them bosses?
Yeah, bosses of their own domain.
Are you trying to be are you really trying to be serious? Man, I honestly, man, if that's how we're going to go with it, then this conversation really is kind of pointless. If you're going to tell me a 5 and an 8-year-old is a boss of something, then that goes into the delusion factor.
Okay. All right. Touche. All right. Well,
far too many black women want to be right, man. And you just won't even, when something's wrong, you'll still try to find a way to be right.
But I am compromising. We're meeting in the middle, but I just...
Okay, well, meet in the middle. Meet me in the middle. How does calling yourself a diva, a queen, or a boss facilitate healthy relationships with men?
Well, the men that I encounter, they actually, I don't know too many women that call themselves divas.
How does this facilitate? How does it facilitate healthy interaction with the men by calling yourself somebody in charge?
Well,
okay, you're divorced, right?
Yes.
So am I. And one of the big problems in a lot of marriages, in particular in black marriages, who leads? Who's supposed to lead?
The male.
So, if I were your husband, how could I lead you? So if I were your husband, how could I lead you if you were a boss?
A boss of my schedule, a boss of my work.
Again, that's pedestalizing and overinflating importance. Why? Why is it so important to make things sound so grand that are just common? That's why I use the kids example. That's why I use the kids making up a bed. Yeah, they feel good about it, but in the grand scheme of things, it ain't nothing. And damn sure you being a boss. But far too many black women want a pat on the back for just average stuff.
What y'all think, gentlemen?
My bad. That's all we do. That's all we do. That's it. This is my response.
That's your response? I respect it. And just for those type of videos, and like I said, more explicit ones that I didn't find, that I wanted to find, that I wanted to play. He's very controversial, and a lot of people want him off. And a lot of people saying that the reason why he's dogging women is because he's gay or closet gay. So you have people that saying that.
That's always the first thing that they go to.
So not only women, men too. They're just saying that. So I mean, you got people like him, and then you got people like Derek Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the black dude.
See, Derek
the
Jackson
cat got on and apologized.
They want
to himself for cheating.
He bashed black dudes.
Yeah.
All
the fucking time.
Steve Harvey and like Derrick Jackson, they want to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah, Sims.
Kevin Samuels gonna tell you what's real. You know what I mean? What you need to know. It's like giving someone game.
Well, they have a legitimate push. It's making them money. Why not keep doing it? Yeah. And they've been working for them for years. They sell books off of it.
Think like a man.
Yeah.
Why would you tell a woman to think? I don't want to think like no woman.
Think like a man. Right.
What would I think like a woman for?
Number two, if you hate him that much, why you keep calling into a show?
Subscribers still
going up.
Still going up.
Did he hit $1 million now?
I followed him at 600,000. This is like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I've been following him for a while.
I was like,
this dude. I started following him back when he was just a mail consultant. You know, this company. Yeah, because that's originally where he came, where he started. He was a mail consultant. He was a consultant for men.
Yeah, and my question is like, where was the outrage and like the backlash when he was criticizing and critiquing black men? You know,
it wasn't.
It was not.
It was not going to happen.
Absolutely not.
It was not.
Because he was definitely getting on black men.
He was definitely getting on black
hard.
And I think what pivot to that gay remark was a guy had said something about I think the brother called and he had to be like 20 something years old. And the brother asked, he said, you know, he's like, well, I'm trying to get like these type of women. What do I need? You know, he was like, okay, well, how tall are you? And he was like, I'm like 5'10", you know, like, or whatever, 5'9". He's like, how much you weigh? He's like, about like 200, like, he's like, I'm like 250. He's like, oh, so you were fat.
I remember that.
That's what I was trying to find too.
Right. So he was like, okay. Then he was like, okay. He was like, how big is your dick? He asked him that. And the way this kind of like how he came out and said it, almost the way he kind of like enunciated the way he said it made him like, okay, he seemed like he's enjoying saying that word a little too much. You know what I'm saying? It just came out too natural for him. So that's where that whole narrative started.
I'm sorry. If another man asks me that too, I'm gonna say the same shit.
That's on some sus stuff. But I'm looking at it from the point it's like, all right,
ain't even no sus.
It's sus, right? No, listen.
You ask me how big my dick is. I'm being smooth.
That's gay. That's gay, right?
Even if you try to make a point. You can't make a point off of that. He shouldn't have asked him that.
I'm calling you for help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, how big my meat is. Like, what the fuck?
I get what he was going with it. But at the same time, it's like you don't ask another man that. That's just come on, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I don't do that at all. But I'm just trying. Yeah, the point. Like I get the point. Him trying to figure out like, hey, like you.
Do you have something to offer?
Right. Exactly.
I get it, but still, as a man, we got a code.
Well, facts. There's only so much.
He went past that, so yeah.
Well, I think at that point he was doing it for shock value.
Yeah,
right. You know, he has an audience, so
and call a backlash on it.
Yeah,
he probably should have did that.
Yeah.
I think it's your dick.
He could at least said, "Do you have anything else to offer?" Like, you know what I mean? Could have hinted, but
yeah, he came straight out with that
joint. Straight out.
Put him on the spot. Put him on the spot. It's kind of because I guess it's fact like you not nowhere of high value, and you got 5'9", big dude. You want all this from a woman. You know what I mean? You want this super fly woman. You at least gotta have that, I guess. You know what I mean? Super pause.
Yeah.
Super pause.
You know what I mean? Extra pause.
But coming back to that though, you got some women that are with dudes that don't want shit to do with life, but she's still with him. Is it because his meatage or what is it?
Man, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of the meetage.
Maybe it's because he's dependent.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's two. It's two. He's dependent, and they gotta feel needed, and they got control.
Yep.
And it's also because of, he throwing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's probably manipulating this motherfucker.
He could be a beta male, you know what I mean, who's easily taken advantage of.
What is it? Gaslighting. Is that the right term?
I got a guy in the house, but I can do whatever. You know what I mean? I can talk to him aggressively or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely multiple ways.
Like you said, dependent.
Yeah, codependency is a big.
Like you, I mean, like
where you gonna go?
You need somebody to need you. You need somebody to want you. You be surprised how many people you'll wean out when you are alpha-ish, or if you got your own crib, you got your own. Like he's talking like, all right, well, you then know who you can deal with. You then present yourself in a manner that people know they're not gonna mess with you on that type of level. Like, nah, I ain't even got a chance with them. Why would I even? It's the way you present yourself.
Yeah, straight up.
Your reputation. So my aunt used to always say, she still does. You know, my reputation exceeds me. It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
you can go out here right now and tell somebody about me. He's a good dude, or that's my boy. Like he's at my back. My reputation is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I was just to meet you, I know you a good dude because wow, he told me.
Right.
So it's it's certain stuff that sometimes we just gotta sit back and look at the situation that we're putting our fucking selves into sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you can't always point the finger like this person need to get it. It's also your fault for talking to him.
Right. This one black dude on Kevin Samuels Jones, he's like, man, I always had like a hatred for black women, something like that. They always been my enemy. And Kevin Samuels like, oh, you're an Uber driver, you play the guitar, and you talking to a woman that's a lawyer? What are you talking about? You want her to pretty much take your spot. You know what I mean? Being a provider. And like, why would you say something like that? That joke was wild. I'm listening to this, brother. Like, you tripping. You tripping hard. Like, you want her to eat off your Uber Eats driving, whatever you got going on.
Right. Off your bonuses, guys? Ain't no way.
What if she ain't minded though?
You know what I mean?
Do you think that's possible?
She complained about it.
Okay.
You know,
but do you think that that's possible? To be with some, like, let's say, a man with a woman who she makes 6 figures or whatever. This guy is making 40, 50. You think that everything could be functional?
Hell no.
You don't think
Good.
so?
Well, I had to be functional like that. When I was in a bind, when I wasn't making that much, and I had a girl making 6 figures, and I was living perfectly fine. And our relationship was good, sex was good, all that.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be the boss.
She wanted to be the boss.
I'm just asking. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm really curious. Like, what do you think about it?
I mean, that would be the problem.
Yeah.
That joint it would just feel weird, yo.
It is weird.
You know what I mean?
I mean, as a man, how do you feel about that? You can't. As a man, you're not gonna be cool with that.
If I'm making $40,000-$50,000 and my woman making $150,
that's like, what if she give you all the power? What if she just babe,
then I'll feel better.
Right, like, that's what I'm asking. Like, what? I mean, of course, everybody has their own individual.
See, that be the problem. Now, if she give you the power, then it's okay.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
But if you call yourself a man, you're in that house. You want,
right?
You want to be the alpha male.
Yeah.
But you mess around and she put that strip on you, and make you a bitch.
He ain't lying.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's when it's time to go.
But also, it comes from a point of never putting her in that position. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, as a man, you have to. I always told myself this, man. I guess it's the reason why. I wouldn't say that. I would say this. I always told myself I would never want to struggle with my wife when it comes to I would never want to bring my personal bad decisions from me being by myself to my relationship or marriage to the point my wife is suffering from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that to make that point. Like, you gotta have your shit together, man, when it comes to having a family. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Are you gonna have everything together? No. But at least the foundation, man. You know what I'm saying? Something to, something for her where she can feel safe, she can feel protected. Everything else, man, will grow at that particular point. I'm not saying we're gonna have everything together because it's not always like that. I do believe when it comes from a spiritual place. You know what I'm saying? When you put God in there. You know what I'm saying? God said a man and woman. He ain't say, well, if you was making 100 figures, he ain't put all that shit together. Man and woman are designed to come together. But this modern time shit has put a financial barrier on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So with that being said, I'm just saying, like, I do believe that you do want to have something where she can feel safe in and she can grow in. And there ain't no bullshit. I'm talking about like something safe. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable place where you got your bills in order, place you can lay her head at, you can feed her, you got clothes, you can do things, you know what I'm saying? Like you got things you can give to her, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's how I look at it too. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, if you move into her spot, like for instance, I had a woman that I know, got her shit together. You know what I'm saying? Retired from the military, got a house and everything. And she always talked to me like, hey, Darren, we cool and everything. We know each other for the next amount of years. You should just move, we should get together, try this and move in, this and that. And I mean, she really got her place set up made for a dude just to move in. And he don't got to do nothing but he's move in. And that's a problem. I'm like, I can't do that. No, what the fuck is on my shit? Well, we can figure it out. No, you didn't got your shit laid out. Okay, you got a backyard. It's nothing for me to do but move in as a man. And she comes from a good place, but as a man, the man that I am, I can't do that, man. No, like if anything, I'm gonna establish the base and the foundation. You're the support. I establish, you come in and you support what I establish. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against what she got going on. And I think that's why a lot of these independent women and bosses, they will never meet other male bosses because it's just not designed to go together. It's not gonna happen. Just like if you think about it, think like a man, think like a man. What was it? When Lauren met her, the other CEO, she was a CEO and she was a COO. They couldn't get together. They couldn't get together. It took for her to have to climb off that pedestal to meet a man at that time who wasn't able to provide her anything that she wanted, but he provided what she needed when it came to her, being able to feel like a lady, and she helped him grow. And then they were able to come together, and that's what it's about, man. It ain't all about levels and shit like that. That modern times, we gotta be on the same levels and this levels and shit. I catch flights and I catch others. Yeah, but you sleeping in the fucking bed by yourself. You somewhere exotic, you ain't getting bent over a balcony, you chilling, you upset, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's
watching Grey's Anatomy by your goddamn
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? So, I understand, listen, man, salute to all the women out there who's independent, because I know a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? All of them are dope women in their own right, but at the same time, they also get in their own way, and they always ask me, Darren, well, what is it, why can't, it's your attitude. You know what I'm saying? You act like you tell a real man like, hey, I don't need you. Cool, I'll bounce. You understand? At the end of the day, women outnumber us. Sure do you think I'm gonna stick around and wait till you figure out? Hell no. I'm gonna go. One thing Steve Harvey did say, he said, man, I'm gonna, that's okay. I'm gonna go somewhere and find somebody who's gonna make me feel like I'm needed and make me feel like a man. He wasn't lying about that. Because as men, I'm not gonna say we need validation. No, we don't. But what I'm saying is we do. It's nothing like when your woman treats you like a man and makes you feel like a man and value you as a man. Now, am I saying that's something you go looking for? To a point, yes. Because we all need that from our woman. We do need that. We need to know that she trusts us and that she feels safe with us, and that that she sees us as even if we're wrong to a point. You know what I'm saying? Or we might not be operating. She still supports that. You know what I'm saying? Then she might check us later. Hey, babe, I didn't agree with this. You know what I'm saying? One time, I'm going to tell the story. One time, man, case in point, it was a girl I went on a date with a long time ago. And, my funds wasn't the way it was. What she do? She didn't alienate me or nothing like that. The time came, when the time came for the bill to come, before the waiter got there, she slipped me the money. Said, hand it to the waiter. And she allowed me to, she still made me feel like a man. She gave me that appearance. See what I'm saying? Even though I didn't really have it, even though she had me, she said, here, babe, you present that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew. Like, she understood.
Right.
And most women nowadays, they...
And that, if y'all, I just thought of a scene from Soul Food. Y'all remember Soul Food, right?
Yeah, I remember Soul Food.
When the couple, Mekhi Phife and his lady, and he was mad as heck because she was helping him get a job and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I mean? He was like, man, that's my job. Hey, white people. So, so he was mad as heck, right? He was like, yo, man, that's my job, that's my position. But what made it worse is the guy who helped him get a job was a dude that used to smack. That made it worse. You know what I mean?
Made it really
that
worse,
made it like, I helped you get that job. That was me. You know what I mean? It's like, dog, why would you do that? Like, I'm trying to go find my own stuff. So, I just thought about that. It was random.
That's crazy. Especially your girl helping you get a job from a guy
who used to smack. And you remember that part? They actually was on a date, look. Remember? He sat down and she rubbing his shoulder. I'm like, nah. She went against the grain on that.
Yeah, but was Cuz wrong for smacking the jump in the studio?
No, sir.
Cousin Faith.
Hey, listen. Better be careful, man. It's always the Cousin Faith lurking.
Bro, his face when he was finished, he said.
Hey, you stupid.
That jump was hilarious, bro.
Hey, I ain't never really noticed that, man.
I ain't gonna lie though, Cousin Faith must have had that fire because I bet my eyes rolled in the back of his head.
Yes, sir.
And I bet I was like, I said, Cousin Faith got that fire.
And then you had the legendary Jodeci say, "Girl, I care about you."
Yes, sir. Milestone, cuz. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, man. That was
buddy.
So what I'll say is, I guess everybody around the room, as far as Kevin Samuels, you agree with him to an extent. Besides the whole big dick shit, you agree with him majority of the time, right? From most of the videos that you've seen on social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else, want to add anything to it? Or?
I mean, man, I'm just gonna add. Like, I think honestly, it started with women. This whole little thing, this platform be created, started with them asking, what do I need to do to get a high value guy?
Mm-hmm.
Because primarily everything that they do, such as the eyelashes, ass shots, and all that, is to obtain a high value man, right? Yes. So with that being said, like to a point, some of them.
I'm gonna go to Miami, get me a baller. I've heard that a lot.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day,
can't afford to fall back.
No, sir. Be on spirit.
Be on spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Be on spirit with me.
You know what I'm saying?
$33.
I've seen it quite a few. You know what I'm saying?
Your luggage $150.
You know what I'm saying? By yourself, man. So it's like, and honestly, he's been telling the truth. Like, you gotta understand, like, if you're a high value man, and from what he laid out, like, you make more than like, 70 grand, and you're in shape, and you stand about this height. But let's keep it real. Majority of women like men who are taller. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's a thing of protection. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I'm right there. I'm right between the short guy and the tall guy. But like, honestly,
I held my own at 5'10".
No, I'm considered to be short because they say I'm less than 6. I'm like 5'10". So with that being said, it's like 5'11" on a good day with Timberland boots. But like, what I'm saying is like, at the end of the day, like, yes, he's telling them what is required. So they don't like, and a lot of them don't. But a lot of them don't possess what they're looking for.
Exactly.
They don't possess.
You rich as heck, right?
That's a problem.
You gonna want the Carrie Hillses, the Halle Berrys. You gonna want the flies of the flies. You gonna want some girl that's just looking whack as heck, right? But on the flip side, I can be unhealthy. I can be fat dude, rich, whatever like that. You know what I mean? I can still pull the flies of the flyers. But if I was the same dude with no money, it's not happening. It's just not happening.
This is the way of the world, man.
It's just not happening. You're like, man, you get your fat. Like, if Rick Ross is just a regular dude, right?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Shaped like a big Buford.
You know what I mean? So that's all he be saying. It's like, okay, you want this guy to make all this money. I'm telling you that these men are looking for. Feminine, fit, you know what I mean? Kind, sweet, and most likely no children.
Yes. I think that's a big thing they got a problem with. Most women, they really take it personal. Well, how many children you got? And when he tell them, that's not going to fly. And then you think about it, for real, I'm going to be real. Like, me looking the way I date now, and I'm not saying I'm a high-value guy, nothing like that, but I'm thinking like, I do all right for myself. My daughter's in college. Like, I don't have no other kids. So when a woman comes to me with kids, I have every right to consider it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be like, okay, she's good. No, I have
don't make nobody feel bad because they rather not handle that.
That's what I'm saying. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has their preference.
Everybody has their preferences and everything like that. But when it comes to the high value note, like, I'm a millionaire. What the hell am I? Why do I need to deal with you? And you got all these other, you got all this other baggage that you got going on, and you bringing, and I got millions. Like, why?
And then the whole cheating thing. Somebody was like, well, how come high value men can cheat? Like, no, they don't cheat. They just have options. You know what I mean? I'm a millionaire. I'm with you. You my woman, whatever like that. But if I'm around the way, I really can't really be exclusive to you. I can just, get some yams on the side, whatever. So that's what happened with, Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's like, whatever, you know what I mean? Had some drinks, but they almost broke it off, but they didn't because they know they got to keep that drink tight. You know what I mean? Jay-Z. Of course, he got out.
I think Hova learned, man.
You know what I mean?
I think he learned, man.
But if it was the other way around,
that 444 album was nothing but a huge apology.
Yeah, it was.
Shit.
Beyonce would have cheated on Jay-Z. It would have been a rap.
Yeah. That shit don't work, bro.
Because our ego.
No,
you know what I mean? We're not. No matter how rich we are. It's like, dang, yo,
still left
It's
it
just so
man.
a man wants to.
That's a fact.
You know,
Got the fuck out of there.
Quick.
Yeah, but like Grafton said, man, like it don't work for everybody. He said Robin Thicke made a whole album dedicated to Paula.
Named it Paula.
That joint was fire, and she still left.
Yeah,
fast.
You know, so
she was not.
You know how
I guess for that because she was there from the very beginning
Yeah.
before Lost Without You. Like I was there. Yeah. Now you get this fame, you get this level.
But he was still Alan Thicke's son. Money was already there.
Yeah.
True. Then you got women acting like us and like dogs. Lori Harvey, for example, before she settled down with Michael B. George. Jennifer Lopez.
Listen to the Fresh and Fit podcast.
I did all this.
Fresh and Fit podcast.
Shit.
This one girl was like, "Yeah, man, I gotta get my money." The dude was like, "How many dudes you been with? 50, 100?" He was like, way more. She was like, way more than that. I gotta get my bag. I gotta get my money. She was like, I do my exercises to keep my drink tight, whatever. But I was like, yo, that should be crazy. This is Miami. This is Miami girls.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn.
They get flew out.
They get
flued out.
They get flued out.
They get their bread.
They
You're
get
not
their private
approaching them.
estate.
You're not approaching them if you ain't giving up that money. Straight up.
I agree.
Or you want a few minutes with the you trying to smash? I need 5,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or unless you future, you know what I'm saying?
That's one.
Tell the girl to fly out, use her own money, and
You can literally make
ghost her.
20
That shit's
G's.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But of course, you got to be this beautiful, gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
OnlyFans. That's all they know now. OnlyFans.
Yeah, they about to shut that shit down apparently.
So I used to mess with
Through
them.
the
They want to
grapevine.
shit.
Yeah.
They want to.
And the crazy
Mess
thing
with
about
this
social
IG
media-
chick, she used to pay all her bills off of OnlyFans. Showing feet pics and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who the fuck pays their money to see the feet?
Be surprised. Damn
Damn
right. Show me them souls, girl. Go ahead, cash up you this money real quick. Baby, no, I don't. I don't do that. I love you, girl. Shout out to my queen, yo. I don't buy no feet pics.
Like, I like social media. It's cool and everything, but like, if it wasn't for social media, we wouldn't even know like the Ha Davis or Jess Hilarious or Wayne Connolly. Like, it really put people on, or like DC Young Fly. It really put people on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Starring in movies, collabing with people. So it's a powerful tool. It has
It's used
it's properly.
properly.
Yeah, it makes me money on social media. It does, but it's also some downfalls about social media.
It's
You
all
know what I
it's,
mean?
it's a tool. Just like the man upstairs give everybody a choice.
Who upstairs?
You, the man's cut. Pops, you know what I'm saying? He give everybody a choice in life. Free will. You got a choice to use that tool for good or use that shit to be fucking ratchet. You gotta use it wisely. You gotta realize the consequences and the effects that come with how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the ratchet shit, like I said earlier, you trying to get a government job, they gonna go back on your Facebook.
All right.
I'm in the whole situation now. You know, I got a phone call. So back in 2014, when you said, "Oh shit, y'all went back there," but luckily they waived that shit. So you know, you just got to be careful how you use social media. That's all.
Yeah, man.
And
marriage is not for everyone. That's the scary
Facts.
thing.
Yeah,
it's
Because
not.
I know you trying to get into that world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everyone. Just like being a parent ain't for everyone.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
Everything ain't for everybody.
So it's like, and then Kevin Sam talked about how like, yeah, there's black people are getting married, but it don't last more than 5 years.
Yeah.
And then there are people to this day who are married and just be miserable. I'm just with you because kids, whatever, obligation, whatever.
And that's not right.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you in them for
It's
just for the
like,
kids. That's not right.
So many relationships, they're just together for they ain't just comfortable
Yeah.
now. They ain't comfortable in their misery. How fucked up is that?
That's trash.
Yeah, man. It's a show that I watch, man. I think it's pretty dope. It's on Oprah Winfrey's network. It's called what's that? It's called Family or Fiance. And what they do is they get together. They have a couple come out that are that are engaged, obviously, and they bring both of their families together. And what they do is they sit there and they spend like a week, about a good 3-4 days there, where they're ironing out all the problems, and the family's letting them know what the issues are with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, you know, the groom's folks are telling the bride and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, why they shouldn't get married, or why they should, and they iron that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? I bring that up, man, because I think it's really, honestly, it seems like it played pivotal in them, in understanding if they should get married or not, if they should move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we don't do that a lot, man, where it's like, and I'm not saying like, your family have to be involved. But I do think, like, I think it's important, man, where y'all have that dialogue before marriage. I would meet one who would like to get married one day. I mean, honestly, truth be told, like I mean, shout out to you brothers who are married.
Man, I don't believe in luck, but
it's a huge commitment, man. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, y'all queens, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both happy brothers. I can see y'all shining. Y'all glowing. I can see it. Salute to the queens.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers are married to me. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Brother shining over here.
My horn ain't working.
You know?
That horn ain't working. Went to sleep.
But yeah, man. So I'm just saying, like, honestly, I think that's something that need to be looked at. You're right, marriage isn't for everybody, but everybody is kind of programmed to minus kids, like grow up, get a job. It's like it's along with getting a job, get married, have kids, and that's your piece of the pie.
There's no such thing as a perfect marriage.
It's not.
Never.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying?
Then we're not even like this is a monogamous. Right. And our you know what I mean, our population wasn't even built off monogamy. You know what I mean? So what about the polygamy world? I don't think we're even educated enough about the polygamy world or mature enough. You know what I mean?
All right.
But you know, but then like on the flip side, I was like, okay, if there was polygamy, then all of the women would try to go to the high value men, not guys like us. You know what I mean? They like try to go all to the high value men. So I have no choice but to become high value, so I can have multiple wives. You know what I mean? So monogamy is awesome for people like us because we still have a chance.
Yeah.
Make sense?
It makes sense. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Get what you're saying, fellas. Well, I appreciate y'all, you know, putting y'all input on everything that we talked about tonight. And I'm just letting y'all know. So next week, you know, it's all the women I'm having down here. And I might play certain clips from this episode on that episode, if y'all don't mind. And just want y'all to get prepared for the third and final episode when all of y'all together.
Make sure you play that trauma versus drama clip for them.
Oh, I got you.
Trauma versus drama.
I feel like these next two episodes, this whole series is great. We having a good time. We telling jokes, but at the same time, we're informal. We're formal and informative is the word I was looking for. And we really, you know, talk about shit that we been needed to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So we are almost at 3 hours, y'all. So we really did a good job tonight. Like I usually do, like for my returning guests, y'all already know how I like to end my shit. So I'm gonna go around the room and I ask y'all just tell us what music y'all bumping right now. So, Mr. Please Believe, go ahead and take it away, baby.
Man, I still like a lot of the, honestly, man, it's Jay-Z and Ross.
Okay.
It's been on that. It's Jay-Z and Ross, man. It's going to be going between the two, man.
Back and forth?
Yeah, it's back and forth.
Yeah. You know, I've been arguing with people saying Rick Ross has probably one of the best discographies in the rap game right now. Like, all his albums, I can't find a weak album.
Yeah.
I really can't. So.
Mastermind, let's go.
Yeah. What you got, G Money?
Honestly, a little bit of everything. You know, honestly, depending on what mood I'm in.
Yeah. Everything.
My music selection change every day. I listen to every genre, every artist, known, unknown, local.
Okay. So nobody like in particular listen to more than anything?
Not really.
Yeah. Skip.
Literally, it's a pretty good mix every day.
Okay. That's what's up. Solo, you got?
Same here. Mixture. I'm still stuck in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, 90s R&B.
Deeper than that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I might have to keep some of that out. But it was dope how we both knew that song though. You know what I mean? They wasn't hip, you know what I mean? But
y'all boys don't know nothing about his. I'm from
there. Motown.
High key funny the guy, man. But that's it, man. I'm just listening to whatever's mood I'm in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I can't listen to some of this new stuff.
Right. Throw baby. I heard that shit at the party I had. Them girls was getting wild. I was like, yo, all right. Hey, more the merrier, I guess. I ain't, nah.
Who gonna marry who?
I said the more the merrier, I guess. But they ain't my type of crowd, man. They wild. Yeah, this new music is crazy. Some of it I like. Some people I fuck with, but nah.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. It's supposed to be a '90s party, and at no point.
Right? Everybody wanted to go and do shit. I'm like, all right, well, I gotta.
What you listening to, man?
What you listen to, D?
I was listening to some old school R&B, but the doctor took me off of that for 2 to 6 weeks. So I've been just chilling on the, I mean, listening like Dirt.
Okay.
Dirt on the baby. New album, I just been listening to that for real.
Shoot 'em up, bang bang.
But I be
Yes,
back on my R&B's after, you know.
Yeah? Shit. I don't blame you. That's all I listen to, man. What you got out there?
I'm still rocking with Jimi Hendrix, man. Like, he always makes my day better. But I recently just got the Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon 3.
Shit's good.
Yeah, I'm loving it so
Yeah,
far,
I like
man.
it. Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it took me so long to purchase the album. It's good stuff, man.
It felt like it took me back to the first Man on the Moon.
I don't think it'll ever. Nothing's
going to touch it, but I kind of felt that vibe, though. Like he was trying to go back to it. But
Yeah.
that first jam was a classic. What you got, Kill Move? Brazilian old booty, cuz. Amateur hour.
Nah, you know, man. That's all the.
Good God. OG.
That. Boy, you want to talk about it on this podcast?
OG my boy, yo.
That fool, yo.
Now what you got, man?
That new Tyler the Creator. That joint.
That's on fire.
Lethal.
Yeah, that's fire.
Only built for Cuban links. That's Scarface and Raekwon, Wu-Tang all day, and just other mixes, whatever. And Kanye real heavy lately.
Waiting on that Donda, man.
Waiting on that Donda.
Yeah, I heard about Donda, man.
Dang, I was definitely crazy Kanye today. His first album. Drive down just again.
Classic album, yo.
But that Deep Dark Twisted Fantasy, just usually every other day I'm listening to it, man. That's one album I just can't get enough of. Never get old.
Facts. Shit, man. What I'm listening to on the way down, I was listening to Living Color, Black rock group, Cult of Personality. Great song. Listen to that. Listen to a little bit of Promise. Listen to a little bit of Metallica.
Yes, sir.
Then I switched it over. Yesterday I was listening to my man Michael McDonald.
Yes.
When he was with the Doobie Brothers. I was to Anita Baker, MJ, Hall & Oates.
Yes,
they
sir.
still my shit. Sade, stay on rotation. Jodeci, stay on rotation. New Edition. As a matter of fact, Spotify has this playlist called Uptown Records playlist. So they got like Christopher Williams on there, Soul For Real on there, Mary J. Blige, of course. Yeah, man. So just like y'all, I'm going back and forth with a whole bunch. As far as rap, I mean, same. You know, I listen to Dirk here. Listen to what's my man, Moray. He alright. I listen to Don Toliver still. Uzi. I fuck with Uzi. I like Uzi. I like Uzi. You know me, I'm all over the place. Right. But I mean, I'm still bumping Jay, man. Reasonable Doubt. I was bumping. Matter of fact, I listened to what's the name album a couple days ago. DMX Exodus album.
His newest.
Yeah, man, that shit go hard, man. It's all right.
I started listening to more Thanks a little bit. I heard his one was fire.
Yeah, that shit fire. Jim Jones last shit was fire too. Not a lot of people fuck with Jim Jones, but yeah, he was fire.
Jim Jones be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Pop Smoke album, rest in peace to him. Whoever produced it, that shit was trash.
Okay.
That shit was trash. I ain't like it. But yeah, that's all I'm listening to, man. That's it.
Jim Jones had a
Yeah, man. He on underground mode now.
Yeah.
So you know they got that shit coming up. What is it? The Locks versus Dipset.
Dipset.
Man,
Yeah.
That's not a competition.
Nah,
it's not. That shouldn't be a versus.
Locks.
Totally two different groups,
Right.
and one had way more mainstream success than the other one. So I don't think that's a good versus. But definitely two legendary groups.
I'm just waiting on Jodeci versus Drew Hill.
I got Drew.
I'm
a Drew
in this
fan.
podcast.
I'm a Drew fan. That was my favorite group.
I would take Hold on.
Drunk and high. You saying Drew Hill got more slaps than Jodeci?
To me, I said that's. I like the group
okay.
more than Jodeci. I wasn't a big Jodeci fan.
These are the times. Come on, man. Like
Drew Hill was slapping.
They do got slap.
They
but
got
more hits
But I
than
don't think
Jodeci collective.
I don't
Right,
think
right,
the
right.
entire
Now,
genre-
we
like
also
Casey
talk
and
about
JoJo.
Jodeci and Casey and
No,
JoJo
you
now.
can't break
Why
them.
not?
No,
It's the same group.
no,
Just mind to jump in.
no.
Man, y'all get out of here with
I'm
that.
about to say, like
Jodeci,
Drew
you can't
Hill
separate.
has been just as extensive as Jodeci when it came to like hits.
No, I ain't talking about the hits. It's just my.
Jodeci got more
preference
hits,
of what
bro.
I like, and I like Drew Hill songs.
Jodeci don't have a thong song.
Right.
Yeah, they ain't got no thong.
That was
song.
Drew.
Drew Hill don't got Come
that
and
was
Talk to
Cisco,
Me
though. That
or
was Cisco.
Stay
That was Cisco by himself.
or the after party or freaking you.
That's Casey and JoJo then, like he said.
Right. Or All My Life, Love Always, or Tell Me It's Real.
You can't bring them guys.
I like Casey
You
and
can't.
JoJo.
Listen, man. Let me tell you, man. Forever My Lady, man. Pretty much wipe out at least half of Drew Hill's catalog.
Yeah.
Forever My
Drew
Lady.
Hill got how many albums? 2?
What happened with
Into the Drew and their self-proclaimed
That's all
album.
they needed.
Jodeci got Diary of a Madman, the first Jodeci album, The Party, the After Party in the Hotel,
Whack.
Love Always, It's Real,
I'll be 100.
X.
By the time I started, I didn't even listen to Jodeci that much. My mom would play Casey and JoJo, so I liked them together. That was
Right,
it for
I
me.
get it. I get
But
it.
Jodeci, I didn't even know that many songs. Now, if I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, I know the song, but I didn't know that was them singing.
Bro, they ain't got no song. They ain't got no slaps with DMX. So
Yeah.
Oh, that one song. That's Cisco.
They got slapped with Tupac.
That was Cisco by himself. That's not Drew
They got
Hill.
slapped with Tupac though.
but not DMX.
But that was Cisco
Trash.
by himself. You can't count that. That's
Yeah,
not Drew Hill.
true.
Cisco
Yep.
by himself.
Y'all
Cisco
talking about
had
we can't
he
claim
got
Casey and
one- he
JoJo.
had
You
like
can't claim
a lot of
Cisco.
little hits or whatever by himself, but yeah.
Yeah, that and
He
that
still
that Unleashed the
representation.
Dragon
Unleashed
album
the
was a
Dragon shit was-
slapper,
that
cuz.
shit was slap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, fuck Drew Hill, man. Jodeci all.
Drew Hill.
They ain't got as many hits as
I ain't gonna lie to that Drew Hill Love Train though. That spin they put on
Yeah, that shit is fire.
That shit is fire.
That shit is
Man, I
super
can't
fire.
lie.
Now that end of the Drew album is fire, cuz from start to
Bruh.
finish.
You got Drew Hill or Jagged Edge.
Come on, bro.
Drew Hill.
Jagged Edge was trash.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
They wasn't trash, but they ain't fucking with Drew.
They guys must
I
not
like
think
trash.
about where the party at.
That was trash.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they
They had the
I gotta
right
be.
time and the right sound for the time.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Walked out of heaven.
They
That
came
that
in-
shit slap.
Yeah,
Bruh.
they came.
Let's
in
get
and
married
what
in
they
the
had to
remix.
do.
You
That
could
remix is trash.
have said 112 in Jagged Edge.
That would have made more sense.
No,
Not
no.
Drew.
112 ain't got the many hits.
Nah, not more than Jagged Edge.
Nah, Jagged Edge
That was
killing
still a
112.
better comparison. Drew Hill was like light years ahead of them,
man, they
man.
were.
It's just the quality of
Yeah.
music. Nah.
Yeah.
Drew Hill or Mint Condition.
Ooh.
Ah.
Mint condition.
Mint conditions.
Yeah,
Mint
they-
Condition is the
Mint
motherfuckers,
Condition,
cuz they do that shit live every
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Drew Hill, dog. Stop
That's the only live band out there.
Right, Mint Condition? Yeah.
Yeah.
Them some bitches, they get down, man. Raphael Sadiq, he written a lot of songs for a lot of people, man.
Y'all
People don't
faking
really
it,
know
Drew
about
Hill.
You figure on Jagged Edge, dog.
Who's faking?
Jagged Edge, man.
Okay.
They had like two good albums. They had Jagged Edge, Little Thrill. I thought that was cool. Then they had Hard Pause. That was alright.
Hey, fellas, God bless one.
All right, Pops.
All right, Pops.
man.
Peace.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would say yeah. But
Yeah, we've had that conversation for another podcast. You know what I'm
sir.
saying? I still pick Josie over all y'all.
All right. Hey, bring your hits, I'll bring mine, dog.
Let's go, dog. Ain't nothing, bruh.
So y'all gonna have a personal versus?
Yeah.
That's it. All
bring
day.
my Drew Hill.
That's
Bring
it.
your Jodeci.
And I'm going to win.
Yeah, you gonna have like.
Bring his old mixtape he made and bring yours.
We
So you got
talking.
mixtape?
Man, that junk fire too, man. That junk is fire.
A mixtape.
Hey, you got a
Fire.
mixtape,
The
dog?
whole junk. The
Yeah.
whole junk. Song for song. Fire.
Yeah.
You still got it?
That's exclusive.
I
I
know.
know.
Oh, yeah, you gotta, yeah, we gotta hear that.
We still
Yeah,
got
let's
it.
go ahead
Fire.
and dig in the closet.
Yeah.
That junk fire, man.
It's all good.
I got
Nah, man. Well,
What is that junk called? The junk you played for me when you with the
That's your lit? Cause I don't know.
G
about
block junk on it.
Oh, you talk, no, that's the other song.
I thought it was
it. It ain't this
No.
song.
I was like,
oh, hey, goddamn, you gotta.
I thought it was G.
I was going all the way like, yeah.
So hopefully next time if y'all available, we can get together. The other motherfuckers that were supposed to be here. We can
Let it
talk.
go, Ron.
We can talk. No. What I'm saying is that I had to take off a topic was the Castaño versus Charlo fight that just happened. So I really want to get into that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think Charlo won. A lot of people think Castaño won. So I really want to.
I was
Yeah.
supposed to have a debate with someone that's supposed to show up.
Yeah. With, you know.
You know who did win though?
Who?
Blueface, baby.
Yeah, I heard he got hit. I did.
Blueface? Who he fight?
He had
Some-
a box with TikTok,
Yeah.
but after the fight, a fan came up and
Yeah.
tried to sneak slam him. He really did that to the fan though.
Oh,
shit crazy.
now I gotta see this.
That joke look goofy as that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it. He ain't like he's like a stick figure though.
Yeah, man.
That shit crazy.
150 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, all right, fellas, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all coming out, man. Thank y'all for go ahead showing me support. I appreciate it. And ladies, y'all better be ready for next week, goddammit. Because we being raw and unfiltered here, doing the same motherfucking thing with y'all motherfuckers. So y'all better be ready, y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe out there and get mental help if you need it, goddammit. Love y'all.
Sure. Peace.
Peace.
Preem.